Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Wake up 3 a.m. and I'm thinking about Madison. She tell me she got a new nigga and his name is Julian. Give a fuck about her new nigga. I'm just trying to get my check bigger. Niggas hate on me cause I'm a fat nigger. I don't give a fuck cause I'm a bitch getter. Got a white bitch, she a wrist slitter. Got Jewish money, nigga, fuck it. Don't let Septober be your babysitter. Cause I heard that nigga was a kid diddler. Yeah, I heard that nigga was a pedophile. Percocets really take away all the kicking. She took my heart, it's missing. Madison don't love me now, I'm crying in the kitchen. I gotta lock in, gotta focus on the bad bitches on my dick. I get a new bitch and it don't work cause I'm thinking about Madison. I talked to Jesse Jones and he told me I should go to Mary's on second. He said that every time that he goes there it feels just like he's in heaven. I told him hold on, I love all my niggas but I don't swing that way. He's like I'm just playing, don't go there cause that's a club for the gays. I'm like just tell me how to get Madison or just get the fuck out my face. And that's when he told me I should run it up and not give a fuck about a bitch. And I got a Glock on me like Bruce Jenner, I might fuck around and have a switch. Wake up 3 a.m. and I'm thinking about Madison. She tell me she got a new nigga and his name is Julian. Give a fuck about her new nigga. I'm just trying to get my check bigger. Niggas hate on me cause I'm a fat nigga. I don't give a fuck cause I'm a bitch getter. Got a white bitch, she a wrist slitter. Got Jewish money, nigga, fuck it. Don't let Septober be your babysitter. Cause I heard that nigga was a kid diddler. Can we get up that shit, nigga?
Hello and welcome to Uncle Ralph's Daycare Center. Mic check.
Oh, hey! Alright, I'm your host, Ethan Ralph, the Gunt, the one and only motherfucking diabetic Richmond pimp. I've been looking for a bitch that doesn't want a big package. I'm at a pretty big disadvantage. Should've just raped this dumb bitch in an alley. Instead, I fucking imported this bitch from Cali. Let's be honest, who the fuck else would have me? Motherfuckers gotta be deaf and blind. Someone that's never been happy or beat out of their mind. I'm talking mentally damaged, carrying around 300 pounds of her dad's baggage. No average bitch, motherfucker. Marriage will only have kids with a trashy white fat bitch that'll eat fucking give birth on the same mattress. Where my dear mom and dad didn't remember what the therapist man said. Suppress the sadness. Don't be scared. The stat fucking misogynist. But even a bitch that's sick of dicks can hop on the gun. Quick consent on my transgender clitoris. Point the other way. Let me sniff that ass so I can see the disappointment on your mother's face. When she sees that I didn't put on a rubber. Hey, now she's got a couple retarded grandkids on the way. Can't believe she would willfully give this fucker laid. What's wrong with our goddamn junkie daughter's brain? Damn, I wish there was another way to explain. I just don't want this bitch to run away. I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Kinda like the fucking dad I never had. Son, you're gonna be butt fucking ugly in fact. I know for a fact cause I'm the world's best dad. I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Like a fucking million times better than Matt. You're gonna learn to be a false flag, a fag boy like me. Cause I'm the world's best dad. Doc said it was fetal alcohol syndrome. All I did was feed her alcohol. No more thumb in the butt when I murdered slut. Dumb bitch. Too damn weak to be a wife beater though. So I'll just leave her at home. Looking after the Greta Thunberg clone that fell the fuck out of her hole. Damn son, from the second I saw you, I knew you ain't gonna have no more than 1 digit like you. That's 2 digits more than your fucking dad. Dude, motherfucker about to flip. I'm so mad at you. Just shut up, kid. You'll be fine. Maybe you live long enough to see your mom commit suicide. God damn it, Faith. You're not going anywhere, goddamn it. I'm fucking serious, bitch. Get your ass in the basement. Get your ass naked. Say it, you filthy shekel whore. Say it. I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Kinda like the fucking dad I never had. Son, you're gonna be butt fucking ugly in fact. I know for a fact cause I'm the world's best dad. I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Like a fucking million times better than Matt. You're gonna learn to be a false flag, a fag boy like me. Cause I'm the world's best dad.
Hello?
Matt, what's going on, baby?
Who's this?
This is Ethan Ralph, man. What's going on? I just figured I'd drop you a line here, see how things are going.
Ooh, boy, you know you fucked up bad, bitch. When Baked Alaska's playing the gun and the gun's like, nigga, cut that crap quick. And I'm thinking to myself, as I talk to my kids, how can a faggot so fat have such thin skin? How can a guy who can't get my ass out of his head blow smoke out of his asshole like fucking tobacco? You got the nerve to call me a fat joke when, bitch, you need a fucking backhoe to get out of bed.
I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Kinda like the fucking dad I never had.
Son, you're gonna be butt fucking ugly as fact.
I know for a fact, cause I'm the world's best dad. I'm gonna be the world's best dad.
Like a fucking million times better than Matt.
You're gonna learn to be a false flag, a fag like me. Cause I'm the world's best dad.
You fucking faggot.
Whoa! Memphis, Tennessee, straight up this bitch. The gun. Big ups to MC Jarbo. Did someone say, wait a minute, Matt, no, should've kept my head in my cab low. Now I'm just getting played like Hasbro when I'm not butt fucking handicapped. I'm calling out your woefully insufficient level of lactose. So that's where the fat goes. Look at my legs, bitch, ain't no circulation in those. I got them black toes. Listen, Faith, don't act like you wasn't sucking them shits like it was Leo DiCaprio's. But I bet you think my kid's some kind of lasso that you can just throw to straight up mess with my cash flow. Learned a few lessons from black folks. Child support. No, collect the fees from the depths of my asshole. It may says, yeah, I stand behind him. The perfectly law-abiding citizen who's not violent would never smack a bitch and force her to go and fight it. Lord, protect this man like you protect Hunter Biden. And Faith says, where's my child support? Get the fuck away from me. I never leave the Ralph Castle. Like, I'm gonna just show up at your house. Sorry, the Ralph ain't no Frank Hassel. I just don't care. Pop pills and get high. So my soul ain't there. I'm trying to buy my way to heaven, but I'm nowhere near. Fuck it. Straight to hell. We go. I'd rather sit in this chair until I grow gray hair. I'll be dead at 45, man. I ain't scared. Trying to buy my way to heaven, but I'm unprepared. I guess it's straight to hell. We go. Never see my ass in no ring. This ain't Knoxville. I just dox and will, cause that's all I can bring. No, you will never see my ass in no ring unless it's money laundering as the kingpin of the fucking pedo ring. I'm from the Bible Belt. I get the kids young, and I got my own church. Matt called the kids shunk, and I ain't talking about no college kids. Son, if they can crawl, they can shit run. Am I wrong? How did I not learn my lesson? I think I'll just molest one more. Then next song, I'll put on this song. Get into the pink song, sing along with my good friend Ian Strong. Now Josh says I'm black as fuck, nigga. You coat, boy. My dick's small, but it works. What you need's a rope, boy. With your busted ass dick, why don't you stick to what you do best? Then go write some code, boy. Pop called me the Pillsbury dope, boy. This fat fuck's on pills and he's so fucking dope, boy. Ask my mom every day if she's proud. She's like, no, I'm not. You're a goddamn joke, boy. Lord, I just don't care. Pop pills and get high, so my soul ain't there. I'm trying to buy my way to heaven, but I'm nowhere near. Fuck it, straight to hell. We go. I'd rather sit in this chair until I grow gray hair. I'll be dead at 45, man. I ain't scared. I'm trying to buy my way to heaven, but I'm unprepared. I guess it's straight to hell. We go. I just don't care. My pills and get high, so my soul ain't there. Court order deadline to pay this hoe's daycare. Fuck it, straight to jail. We go. I'd rather sit in this chair until I grow gray hair. I'll be dead at 45, man. I ain't scared. Trying to buy my way to heaven, but I'm unprepared. Straight to hell. We go. One more for the live audience. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all the donations. From all of you stupid, dumbass motherfuckers.
Are you steady?
There's a lot of dumb
How are you feeling? Are you losing your goddamn minds? Are you hyped for something? I don't know. Fuck you.
Big ups to T-Clips.
What's up? They can't hear you, so fuck you. Hi. How are ya? How are you guys doing tonight? We doing good tonight? We having a good time? Hi. We are ready like Freddy. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. They can hear you now. So
I'll stand by the statement.
So we have so much tonight. We have so much. So many things have been happening. Okay. So rather than me giving my, my usual, nice little talk show host monologue, we're just gonna get straight into it, okay? Because we have too much to even conversate before. Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Mr. Dark, for the 10.
I drank 4 energy drinks to be here all night.
Oh,
Let's
fuck,
go.
I forgot to change my dono sound. That's fine. That's fine.
I'm so bad I can't even hear them.
We'll figure it out soon. Yeah, isn't that weird how you can't hear them? Wow, isn't that weird?
Yeah, pretty weird. What the?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Isn't that weird how you can't hear the dono sound though? But anyways, haha, coping. Anyways, so anyways, guys, SynniBear's back. Isn't that great?
Oh, speaking of pedos.
So yeah, speaking of pedophiles, which I'm definitely not one.
Sure.
I look like a sweet supply teacher. See, that's the kind of comments I like. Thank you. Okay. So we've got Ace and Sam in here to talk about one of our favorite subjects, kind of the first drama that ever was big that I participated in, which is the SynniBear stuff.
My first step
definitely
into the ACC as well.
Definitely went very well for me, by the way. But that's not important.
Don't look at it. Don't
so
look back at it.
The question is, because I'm pretty sure that her old explanation video is gone. Do you remember how long ago it was that she made her last video? It had to have been.
September 19th was their first response.
September 19th of what, 2024?
It
would have been 24.
Yes, because that was during your drama. Yeah, that would have been during your drama. So yeah.
Yeah. No, that was before. That was before that really got kicked into gear. But
yeah, you see, you didn't actually get fucked for Ciney. It was other elements.
Well, Ciney was a big part of it, though. That's what got a lot of people turned against me because I act like a goddamn retard. Because Romantic Goblin was suicide baiting in my DMs.
Acted? You mean act?
Fair enough. But so it's been over a year, almost a year and a half since SynniBear had said anything. So very important to see what she says now. Very excited. I have not pre-watched this video. I've looked at some of the comments, as you'll see from my tweets, but this is great. So let's do a refresh here. What was the age gap? Mm-hmm. It was 15...
20 to 14. Nope,
2014. Right. And then, I read every DM in my stream when I covered this the first time. Essentially, I remember that there was, she got Eno to draw, weird, rape porn, right? Pseudo rape porn. And then got her to read the rape comic out loud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of them that I also got from your looking at the logs with you, because I threw it in one of my videos, was the fact that they were talking about rape kinks, and Ciney was talking about it being perfectly normal to have that at the age of 11, which
right.
Which is just fucking insane.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, definitely the call thing, which. Guys, one in the chat if you think she addresses her wanting the reaction of a 14-year-old to the rape comic and call it 2 if you don't think it will happen, okay?
I'm going with a big 2, personally. You just know that Templar mentioned them a few times? What are you talking about? Templar mentioned SynniBear? She made Eno read the fetish comic because she liked Eno's child voice. Yeah, right. Yeah. And then Eno got grounded because of it. Evil. Okay. So yeah. So let's see. And obviously there was the whole Jar saga, can't forget about that. And my fateful 13 calls with Jar. Okay. But
our devil's handshake.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, if only you knew the horrible things that go on behind the scenes, guys. All right, but without further ado, let's just get into it.
My name is SynniBear03. I know this video is probably unexpected.
She privates it while I'm watching. It's okay though, because I have already archived it.
Happy with the last 2 videos I made for a long time now. I made both videos way too soon after everything happened. My first apology video wasn't truly an apology, it was more so a reaction video to my own exposure. And the second response video was heavily...
Okay. I why are we even saying this? But okay.
Fully puppeted by other people.
The second
and
one
that
is
one
interesting, right? Because okay, so the first one, I could actually partially believe that they probably were convinced by Birdie.
Well, yeah, we agreed on that, like when the drama was going on, because she like
irony,
she was backed into a corner. Like specifically, look, what she did was terrible. And as I learn more details about it, it's like it's hard for it not to be grooming, really. But like, Birdie definitely backed Ciney into a corner and was like, "You're a monster. You better come out about this and say you're a monster and not explain anything," and like blah blah blah. So that definitely made it worse.
Yeah, and she was also operating off the standards that Birdie tried to claim to be groomed by Kitty Dog, which was a 2-year age gap.
Correct.
So naturally, they were going to be like, "Oh yeah, fuck." But then they started trying to take it back, and then the second video having, you know, some of Kumo's greatest teachings.
Well, you know what we're also forgetting? You know what we're also forgetting that's important with this is that Birdie made claims that she was essentially, like, you know, it didn't say this verbatim, but essentially like essayed by Ciney. Right, they were roommates.
I remember, if you remember, Birdie had a very different reaction to answering that type of stuff in Soph the Neko's DMs versus publicly. They said that it was a miscommunication and
it wasn't a big deal. It made it seem like it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. But publicly, it's like, how about you get essayed for a year straight and then tell me to calm down, like, and then get told to calm down.
Right.
But yes, but the second response video is interesting because they try to go down the list of what would be like, you know, grooming qualities, if you will, check boxes of grooming, if you will, right? But the unfortunate part is she checks off some of those boxes by her own DMs that got, like, you know, leaked around. Like for starters, special attention to the minor. She was literally calling them, like, what was it, like honey or sweetheart or whatever. Like stuff like that.
You don't get it, Ace. That is a platonic thing that people do all the time. Okay.
Yeah,
I do that with kids all the time.
Yeah, Ace, you call me honey all the time, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, it's an Arizonian thing.
Yeah, wait, who said that? What is that from? What's that from? Was that Kumo? That's right, it was Kumo. I totally forgot about that. That was awesome.
Yeah, and fuck, what else was obviously the desensitization argument. Even if like the argument in defense of her was, well, actually, you know, already consume this content privately by themselves, but obviously it would be the desensitization.
They were a big rape fan.
Type of conversation. Yeah, the conversations between an adult and a minor would obviously not be the same between looking at stuff in a dim light, obviously. No shit. Right? So it's like they were checking off some boxes, if you will. And that was in their own video, and then they didn't even realize that they were doing that because they were a fucking dumbass who just like blindly believed the group chat to defend themselves.
Right.
So it's just
well, dude, you don't get it.
Very
you don't get it. Kumo and Goblin had a birthday party for her, okay? You don't get it, dude. You don't understand. Okay. You just don't get it.
Yeah, Kumo cut happy birthday into her.
Yeah. True. It was the shortest thing he could think of.
Exactly.
Dude,
now
Kumo.
What makes this interesting as well, just to really highlight, because there was a thing with her that happened with bug spray. Now, after that, now I'm not saying that
she swore off children though after that.
Yes. Right. They say that's why I wanted to highlight that. She swore off talking to minors just to let a 14-year-old that she'll self-admittedly say in general that, oh, they've already seen some of my worst content, so I didn't see any issue for the damn sure. Which that's bleak. That's just fucking bleak. But yeah, so she swore off minors and then shared rape porn with a 14-year-old. But
so
that's censored.
That's our introduction. Where's the Arturo drama? We're never talking about Arturo again. Okay, we are never talking about Arturo again. Also, hey, go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and chill. Hey, if you're enjoying the stream, give it a like. Feel free to donate. All that good stuff. Okay, donations always appreciated, never expected. Okay, we'll have a new Duno sound soon. Okay, for undisclosed reasons. But No, I'm gonna do my reaction to Food Shop saying that she loves Lolly, where I'm just like, what? Because that'll be a good one to jump scare me with. Okay. But okay, let's see what Ciney has to say.
One in particular I really despise. I'm hoping this video will serve as a better response and apology, and hopefully it can make up for the previous videos I've made.
It's too late. Like, what? Okay, see, here's my whole thing. What is? It's literally the Inside Out trailer. What is going on inside of her head? Like, what is going on? What's the thought behind this? You know?
Well, I don't know what she hopes is going to happen. Right, her credibility by this point, or lack of credibility, per se, is absolutely fucking shot. No one's gonna go, oh well, okay, everything's forgiven.
Right.
So this
or
does
like
absolutely
this,
nothing.
and then the alternative to that is like, oh, she can shine some new light on this, which like I think we already know there is not going to be any new light shined on this.
Yeah, and it's not like a long video either. Right? So, to me, it's incredibly superficial. You are just giving people more content. You're not actually doing anything by doing this video. Like, Ciney uploading nothing was way better than Ciney doing anything else. Like, I don't know what they thought was going to happen when they uploaded this video, bar giving people more content.
I mean, in my opinion, this is the only plausible explanation for this is testing the waters for a potential comeback. That's my opinion.
You see, that kind of like that line of logic actually, obviously on way different scales of severity, this kind of reminds me of like a jar move, to be honest, because it's like, or one more response to really like just win them over or whatever, right? So it's like the testing the waters thing, but this is like on a way higher scale of severity here, where no one was going to obviously forgive them. There was going to be no satisfying answers to this. It the same kind of applies to both of them. It was a catastrophic fuck up that there was just really nothing much that they could say. At least with Jar, he could probably take the L of like, yeah, I made a bad video, my fault, guys. Ciney doesn't even get that.
Well, thank you, Foggy, for the 10.
I am sending you a derail that will make sense. Listen to maybe the first 10-ish minutes.
Okay. Sure, Foggy. Sure, Foggy. Let's see.
It'd be really good if we could hear the dono and the dono sound.
The Jarchives original SynniBear video, original interview with Ciney, and then we need to start at 23:01. Okay. Oh God, I see a fat ass
quick
hand.
intro before this all starts to play.
I see a fat ass hand from
Hey, I know that guy.
From Ace's best friend that he constantly sweeps for.
Yeah, and I'll do that more here if you keep it up, buddy.
Wait! Don't you mean Go Cow, his best friend?
True.
Anyways.
I love how Falgi sent this specific timestamp and said this will make sense. And so far it is just being complete silence with this giant gorilla fist drawing stuff.
Can you imagine if it's just like 10 minutes of silence? It just like this will clear things up.
Oh, good. No, Ace, you don't get it. Lio's humming now. Okay. Okay. Yep. Thank you, Falgi. This is an awesome derail.
Hello. Oh! I saw your thing go green. Hello.
Oh, that was Jar humming. My apologies. Okay.
Yeah, Lio can't.
Retail sound a lot.
Okay, we're 1.5ing. This is rough.
Bro, no, slow it down.
Yeah, let's 0.75 this. I need to make sure I'm hearing everything.
Could we not cut this out?
I know, like, what is this? What is this?
Actually, the context is
Can you hear me?
important to show that they had connection issues.
Yeah.
Okay, so first thing I want to ask you, how are you feeling right
Ryan's
now?
not even in the call.
How are you feeling right now?
Kind of dead inside.
That sounds about right. Like, you seem like you've been through quite a bit of a roller coaster lately. So, here's my first question, if you don't mind if I begin. Do you mind if I begin?
Am I being recorded?
Actually, sure, I'll ask that. Would you be okay if I...
God, I forgot about how bad this is, dude. I've seen this interview probably 3 or 4 times, but it never gets old. It really never gets old.
I gotta highlight this for the chat because obviously I know you know this, Impleton, where if you forgot it, saying it again will highlight it. Literally as soon as he got her friend request added, immediately called her.
Yep.
There was no planning at all. Just an immediate call. Just to just to get the worst interview I've ever fucking seen with this bitch.
Yep.
It's
correct.
It was amazing.
Also, just given the fact that the Ciney segment is definitely going to be longer than I thought it was going to be, I'm covering the next stuff tomorrow because it's a smaller segment. I'm just letting you guys know that.
That's fine.
Yeah, really, I didn't think you'd have a problem with that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, I'm in tears.
Yeah, you're crying.
I record you. I record all my calls with people, just so you know, just in case.
This is gonna be hard to get through, man, because it's like, dude, every part of this is just Kino. Okay.
You have PTSD from your
Okay, so my first question is, did you actually like look at the docs at all?
The first one, yes. The second one, I didn't get a chance to. It was made.
Fun fact, and this got discovered from, you know, my interviews with Jar. Jar initially claimed to have gone through the docs, and then when I was talking to him about it in my, I think it was either my first or second interview with him, his response was, I skimmed over it. And I had to be the one to tell him that, what's it called? That, Ciney got Inno to read the porn comic out loud to Ciney. And I remember when I told him that, I will never forget that. He was like, oh, what? And,
oh, I
by
still
the way,
remember that.
This was after he released the fucking videos. So it's like, it's just like, what? You don't, okay. All right.
So that Jack could upload his video, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure,
go on.
sure it came out the same day as me making my, like the one that Enno made. I'm pretty sure was made on the exact same day that I recorded my apology video.
And Enno is the 14-year-old, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So
how are you? Okay.
Here's my first question. I looked at the first doc. Like I desperately looked all over the first doc. I don't see any grooming going.
Stupid.
Oh yeah. Like Ciney had her avatar in sexual poses,
See,
and I was like,
this is the problem with
Jar.
Jar.
Have you not seen Nard?
Right.
What?
You can't say you skimmed it while also saying I desperately looked through the first doc. All right, to look for grooming. It's so bad.
Dude, you don't get it. He was desperate. He was desperate. You just don't get it.
I was desperate to prove her innocence because that's what Kumo was saying was right, and his bar was really low. So if Kumo says it's right, it's got to be true.
Spurk spectating, I doubt that I'll cover the Chud stuff because it seems extremely gay. I'll let the other gay wads handle that. My gay wad associates, I should say. And then, exactly. Spurg also adds something that's very important here. After Ciney got Inno to read the comic, she described Inno as horned up on a Tuesday night, which is correct.
Oh, yeah, remember when you read that?
Focus on, okay, see, Falky's all mad at us, which you can call in to yell at us if you'd like, okay? But he's saying, focus on Ciney, not Jar, Ace is sweeping. Listen, I'm sorry. It is quite literally the funniest thing ever. I can't help it, okay?
Dude,
when you have bountiful content like falling into your chest, which is just anything Jar does, I'm going to be excited and happy. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, you can't just give me Yeah, no, exactly. You can't just like give like Jar being a fucking bumbling idiot who just like keeps contradicting himself and be like, "Why are you focusing on that?"
Well, and
it's like Freddie Mercury.
And we've got like the fat muffs of like Lio in the background too. Oh, I'm perfect. Thank you, Falgy. Okay, it's only anger towards Ace. Actually, I don't care anymore now. Thank you, Falgy. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you're right. Ace is sweeping. You're right.
Any PG-13 anime
for everybody.
Like,
no, I think a lot of that document was just complete horseshit. Honestly, there were, of course, there were like some things that I do think were problems, like the actual issues, but a lot of it was just bullshit.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, like I was looking at that and I was like, this is so much nothing. Like, okay, sure, there's some stuff in here, but like 90% of it is just nothing. Like you saying, oh, my character, this fan art someone made for me is sexy. It's like, oh no, that she said sexy. I heard the word sexy in a fucking Shrek movie when I was a kid. Like, oh no.
Dude, it's so difficult. It's so difficult, dude.
Focus on Ciney, you faggot.
God damn it, I'm trying.
you fucking bitch.
He said it was just like a Shrek movie.
Oh, okay. Okay, so question one, let's just go in the order I asked you them. Did you take your apology down, and if so, why?
I privated it because I'm making a video kind of going over why I
Lio knows I'm just giving him a hard time. Okay, he'll be fine.
Don't believe I'm actually a groomer.
Oh wow! Why don't you think why don't you think you're a groomer? It's because there's legitimately no evidence of you grooming. Is that why you think that?
This is so hard.
I will be completely honest.
Dude, somebody
pouncing of like a rabid dog.
It would be so nice to do like a splice clip of him saying there's no evidence of grooming, and then me after telling him about the porn comic reading being like, what? No, that's definitely grooming.
I didn't
I was
even
desperately
consider
looking
it to be
around.
grooming
Where
until
was
Jack
this?
told me it was grooming.
Oh my fucking god! Of course you did. Of course you did. Because like, here's the.
Do you remember how his excuse for not reading the DMs was that he's dyslexic and he wanted to wait for his black roommate to come home and read them to him?
Yes.
Like a black guy would be able to read anyway.
Even though he had already released the video. But you don't understand because it was like he was desperate after Kumo did it or something.
I looked through both docs. Okay, were you talking appropriately? Yes. Were you grooming? No. So let me go off topic. Ciney, are you? Can I call you Ciney? Is that how you say your name?
Can I call you that?
Okay, I might accidentally.
Can I call you baby?
Call you
Can I
Sunny by
honey?
accident, but I'll try to call you Ciney. So Ciney, like, let me ask you something. Are you you're straight, right?
As far as I'm aware.
Yeah. What?
He's just confirming for later.
Okay.
Now I'm straight too.
Okay.
If I was going to groom someone, I don't know. I would probably groom someone who was, the gender I was attracted to, and not the gender I was attracted to, because like.
This is so fucking hard. I want to
fucking. Is a female, correct?
This is...
I'm
Dude, Falgi's like giving us like an impossible challenge. Like it's very difficult.
Oh, yes.
No, sorry. Eno is a female, correct? I got the names mixed up.
Eno is AFAB, yeah.
AFAB. Okay, so yeah, you're. Have you ever dated a woman?
When I was 14.
Of course you did.
Oh god, it's so difficult. It's so difficult. Why are you guys doing this? Is like a try not to laugh challenge. This is so evil. Falgi, you are fucking us, dude. This is evil.
And I ended up breaking up with my girlfriend when I was 16 because I realized I didn't love her like that, because I realized I don't like women like that.
You were just a bit bi-curious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Don't bring up the Italian man. It's Falgi.
Well, once I kissed an Italian guy, but that's not important right now. So I got the question 2 out of the way. Wait, did I?
Lock it in. It's okay.
Oh yeah. Did you look at the doc before you made your apology?
Okay.
Like I said, the first document addressing SynniBear03, I did like look over it a little bit. I wasn't able to get through the entire thing in one go. I was too busy. But
busy with what, bitch? You're being accused of grooming.
Document I didn't even know existed until after Jack made his video. I'm pretty sure that the document that Eno made was made just so that Jack could make his video.
Okay. So was the person who made the first doc the same person who made the old doc about you when you were dating a 17-year-old while you were 19?
Wait. Was she insinuating that like Jack and Eno were like working together
Colluding?
against
Yes,
her?
that is the direct implication. Yes.
What the she is a fucking schizo, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Dude, I just get so caught up in like Jar kissing Italian men, dude. I just didn't even realize that first time.
Dude, Jar is kind of like a perfect shield because like he can just like be like a giant lolcow and just like say all these retarded things, and then nobody actually cares about the substance of what Ciney's saying.
I keep seeing people.
My mommy.
I slap Professor Dreadlocks on the ass all the time.
I honestly don't know about that situation. Like, I've heard rumors about it. So what's the situation between you when you were 19? What's the situation with you and the 17-year-old? I just want to make this clear. Okay. I was one of those guys who defended Call Me Carson when the same shit happened. So you don't have to worry about saying anything.
Sorry, my cat's like screaming.
Just lock in. Just lock in. It's okay.
You want something? But so way back when I like became friends with someone named Pee-wee. I guess now they go by Bug Spray. I just keep calling them Pee-wee because that's just that's like ingrained in my brain. That's just who they are to me. But I don't know, man. Like we kind of just like I didn't realize that we only talked for a week before it got weird. But we were just like both being sexual like toward each other, and then like they offered to help me move out by moving in with me, and I wanted very badly to leave my parents' place, so we went through like a lot of planning. And then one day they just ghosted me, and I had to work out other arrangements in order to move out.
Ghosted by a minor.
And a couple days after they ghosted me, they made like a public YouTube video, exposing me, and like they leaked like a shit ton of the art I sent them. Which,
yeah, and someone made a video defending you, and that video got like 300,000 views or some shit, right?
I don't know how many views it got, but I'm assuming you're talking about the video that Soph the Neko made.
I think it was Soph the Neko.
Yeah. I did not want to cover the situation because I didn't want to draw attention to the things that got leaked. I was so fucking embarrassed.
Hey, that makes sense.
Okay, that's actually weird as
It's
fuck.
embarrassing
That is
when you have
a-
your private messages leaked.
Like,
That is a red flag and a half.
and it's
if
like
I've seen one.
Well, it's like the age gap itself, like the ages are not really problematic, so it really shouldn't be. Okay, even if you don't want to cover it, which I can kind of understand, the reasoning behind it is very strange because it makes you sound immensely more guilty. Can I draw
Yeah,
abs
see, I
on
get
her?
being embarrassing.
Are you alleging that that's my hand? That is not my hand. Do not say stuff like that. Do not say shit like that.
See, I could get like, being embarrassed, right? But like that is just such a
That's a
Dude.
really weird way to put it. It's a really weird way to put it. Like,
it's
I don't
interesting.
I don't think, because there's not much left from the bug spray stuff. I remember having to do a lot of looking myself to even be able to get to some of the tweets that were made and stuff like that. And like bug spray themselves, when I talked to them about it, was very dicey about like giving information. But so I don't think that I saw much of the art itself. I think I saw a little bit of it. I think it was along the same lines of the stuff that was shown at Inno, where it's like kind of like rapey, etc.
Which would kind of check out because she was like that with a lot of her close friends too. So like that would be consistent with her pattern of behavior.
Correct.
But more importantly, so I think you're missing the point of the question. The person who made the first doc, like the old doc about you with a 17-year-old, are they the same person who's making the new doc now?
I don't think so. Also, what was there one that came out before addressing SynniBear03, or are you just talking about that one?
I heard that the same person, I just heard this recently, like today, someone told me that, oh, the same person who...
Oh my god, bug sprays my chat. No, you're fine. I mean, like, I'm not saying, like, you did anything... Like, I'm not saying that you, like, fucked me over or anything. I'm just saying it was difficult for me to find stuff on it, because it was, like, old,
is calling SynniBear out in their doc was the same person who was getting onto their case like a year ago when they were 19 and talking with a 17-year-old, and I wanted to run that by you to see if you knew anything.
I wasn't
don't think
gonna say
so.
devil.
No.
But,
The person who made the addressing SynniBear03 document was like a really old like ex-friend. I don't know. I don't know how to explain like how much they just don't exist in my brain.
Oh fuck! Who was that person? What I'm remembering this more and more. Who was that person? Because then there was like the whole group chat where they participated in it, where there were like kids in it. Oh my god, wasn't it like Sarah or something like that? It was like some
wait. Fuck. It was like the other blonde chick, right? Like Laurel, maybe, right? Or because is this a situation that was about like when she was 18 and then she was being weird with like a 15-year-old or whatever? Is that what like being talked about here or no? I'm trying to remember. Fuck. Hello?
Sorry, I just got confused by something. Yes, everything you said was correct. Yes, I can't remember who this person was named though. Also, don't forget Ciney's obsession with Sock and their character Boy was in a group chat of mine. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And like, because the whole thing was that this Sarah person or whatever their name was like morally grandstanding about all this stuff. And then this group chat got leaked where Sarah themselves was participating in these conversations. Laurel. Yes, because Yanny. Yeah, I kept on calling her Yanny. Okay, I remember this now. Because
I remember.
What do you hear, Yanny or Laurel? Yeah. Okay, I remember this now. Okay.
Because I remember reaching out to Laurel and they told me about some things to do with like the police report and shit like that. But they watched your stream and didn't want to go on your stream.
Wow, shocking.
They didn't like your cover. Yeah, but they
usually don't,
dude.
The guilty people usually
police
don't.
Report. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be so real, right? That police report was like one of like the worst things I've ever fucking heard how it handled. Because like the Birdie group chat really just had a group call to call the police, and it's like they were trying to report them initially for death threats. And then someone chimed in the background like, also they groomed minors. And like, that was it. It didn't actually go anywhere, but they try to all be like, we told the police that they groomed minors. And then Laurel tried to be in like, and I told my therapist that SynniBear groomed minors. So legally they have to take it to the cops. So yeah, there was police involvement. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? It was so bleak.
Yeah.
So fucking bleak.
Yeah. And well, and the whole issue with Laurel for me was like this moral grandstanding, and then this group chat comes out where she's just participating in these conversations about Sock and everything. Like it's just so fucking retarded. Oh yeah, and then the queen stuff too. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Well,
me, dude.
Dude, this is all just
I'm
like
not
such a
giving her.
blast from a past for us.
Dude, I am so tired of talking to Queen, dude. It's been look, last I talked to them was for that interview. I don't want to talk to them again, dude. All right.
Why are 90% of my spammers people saying that they want to have sex with me? Why is that? Why I don't get it. Okay.
At least they're asking.
Yeah, that's true.
The first doc.
I'm not aware of them even like knowing of each other's existence. I mean, obviously, I think I'm gonna call him Bunny. I'm pretty sure Bunny like probably knows about Enno, but I don't think Enno knows who Bunny is. Bunny is the person who made the doc.
Oh, okay.
And sorry for going on a tangent. I thought you wanted me to at least try to explain what the Pee-wee thing was.
Sure, go for it.
No, I already did.
Don't acknowledge him. Don't acknowledge him. You're sweeping.
Okay.
You're
I'm
sweeping
sorry.
for SynniBear if you do.
Oh, the 17-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I here's the thing. I don't give a fuck if you fuck the 17-year-old because like Romeo and Juliet.
Dude, why? Oh! Okay, lock in.
2-year age gap, both teenagers. I defended Call Me Carson doing the same shit, so I cannot bash you for what Call Me Carson did because I defended him. If I did that, I would look like a massive hypocrite. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and at least from what I can tell from the messages, there was no indication from on my end that you were trying to get with a 14-year-old romantically.
No.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's not grooming. That doesn't mean it's not grooming.
Wait. Why do you specify romantically? What about sexually? Huh?
Yeah, sexually on the other hand, yeah.
Yeah, but like with the way people are talking about this, they're making you seem like the next EDP, the next Cosmodor, or whoever the fuck. Like,
no, they're not.
And this is like the important question I want to ask you. What like pushed you in to like saying like, hey guys, I'm sorry, I groomed a minor. I'm leaving my channel that I've worked so many years on because of yeah. So what was the thought process there?
I had like a thing in my head where I was just like, oh, this is what like seems like the best option just to keep everyone happy and safe, I guess. It was mostly me trying to earn back Jack's trust by being open and honest with the people, like with my own audience.
But you weren't honest with them. You said you groomed someone, and I don't.
I thought I did.
Okay, here's the thing, and was the first big red flag to me. At first, I thought this was pre-cut ink dry. You got accused, docs were made, there's so much evidence in the doc, they're so long, you must have done it because you admitted to it. So I was working on my video, and then I thought, I just had that feeling, the same feeling I got when the Peaches drama started, the same feeling I got when the Spockter drama started. It's this feeling I get in the back of my neck that just tells me something's not right
this
here.
This is when I was making, when we watched this for the first time, this is when I was making those jokes where I kept on doing the Family Guy cutaway joke, because that's like Jar's style of everything, where we're like, hey, Ciney, remember the time that I talked about hopeless peaches? And it's like,
I'm gonna kill myself. Sorry, that was a Peaches reference.
Hey, Ciney, remember the times I talked about Cosmodor?
About it, I was like, Cosmodor did not admit to grooming until it
was okay.
Too late. Neither EDP to this day has not admitted to doing anything wrong. Groomers don't fucking admit to it. So I thought to myself, why would she?
If you admit to a crime, you're not a criminal. This is awesome.
Admit to it. I can't even think of a single groomer who just flat out said, "Yep, I did it." And and then I started thinking maybe I should reach out to you and have a chat with you. So you think you like I don't think you groomed anyone. Like. That's just how I feel about this situation, because like what you did was inappropriate. You shouldn't have done that, but I don't think you're Cosmodor level. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be Cosmodor level and still be. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Resist. I'm not sweeping.
Is that right?
I'm trying.
Okay. Well, it's going to be an uphill battle. You made things really bad for yourself by making that apology.
I realize that.
Yep. Anyway.
You know it's bad when Jor's like, yeah, you're pretty raped. Yeah.
That's the thing. As much backlash as you're getting right now, Spockers and Peaches was surprisingly worse, so I think you have a chance of getting out of this.
I hope so.
Yeah. So, what's the plan with you and Jack?
Wait, do you think...
Remember, $10 to end a derail. Remember, guys.
Wait.
I'm holding you hostage with this.
By Jar's logic, do you think Spockter really had CP on his hard drive since he admitted to having it?
No, by his logic, he didn't. Like, he definitively didn't. Dude, I mean, Wait.
No, he didn't own it and then break it and flush it down the toilet, okay? Because he admitted to it, okay?
Am I retarded? Or with Epstein's first like charge, didn't he plead guilty? Can we say that he did just so we can say that Jar thinks that Epstein is innocent in his first one? Like,
yeah, you know.
I mean, I'm not entirely.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
Sure.
we're just gonna make that.
I'm. Fuck. I can see what he posts on Twitter. I can tell he's not. He's not my friend.
I would say the same. I don't think that's what friends say about one another.
God, he jumped so fucking far. He's calling me a pedophile.
I haven't seen that, but I've seen other stuff.
I saw I was at work. Goddamn.
I'm going over the Leaflit stuff tomorrow.
And I saw him say some shit like, "Live and suffer, pedo bear." Like.
Well, that's just not what friends do.
I plan on having this story in my video, but I think it's so jarring because
jarring.
He left before I even came home from work. Like I came home from work and he was just gone. And then
oh yeah, this part.
Okay, the derails over.
I have come to
Okay.
save the day.
Perfect time for
Stop derailing.
Okay, 30 seconds, 30 more seconds, 30 more
so
seconds.
jarring because
this is the best part. I totally forgot about this part though.
he left before I even came home from work. Like I came home from work and he was just gone. And then sorry, what?
It's just it's funny to hear a woman say that for once. It's funny to hear a woman say that for once. Like Jesus.
Dude, do you remember the part of the interview where he says you're lucky to have a vagina? That part's awesome.
And he was
Dude,
gone. And
this
then
is such a great interview.
the next morning, the police came to my apartment.
Oh no.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough, dude. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh brother. Oh brother. Oh no. Okay.
Dude. Oh yeah.
I met Eno through another YouTuber, the details of which are
Sophaneko.
not very important. At first, I wasn't.
Oh, by the way, this was something I gave Sophaneko shit over. Sophaneko introduced this 14-year-old to Ciney after all of the stuff with bug spray happened, and Ciney swore off talking to children, and then Sophaneko, who I could be wrong, I could be missing details here, like or misremembering details, but I'm pretty sure that Sophaneko covered that situation, and then afterwards was like, "Hey, Ciney, meet my 14-year-old friend."
Okay, so actually, inaccuracies there. They
Okay.
didn't introduce them. The criticism would be that they encouraged them to talk to them, but Eno was already friends with Ciney by the time that they were talking to Soph.
Okay.
It wasn't like they were just like, here's this person. However, yeah, there's criticisms to obviously give, obviously in retrospect. I think Soph's defense for themselves was, yes, they realized that they were a degenerate, but they didn't think that they would cross that boundary with someone who's like 14. It's kind of like the same logic of like, okay, yeah, this guy's like a sex worker, but I didn't think that they would be like that way with kids. So it's like,
but
I think that's
well, but because of the prior experience, that like doesn't work, right?
Well, 1917, I don't think would translate to 2014.
I would agree, but that wasn't the only thing to that, right? Because wasn't part of it too that she was like saying like weird shit in her Discord server that had children in it? Wasn't that part of the drama?
I believe, yeah. So she tagged her server that was unage gated that had 13 to 15-year-olds that we can confirm.
Right.
And so some degenerate stuff. So yes, that is a part of it. Did Soph cover that? I know they covered bug spray.
Well,
but
we
I
know
don't
that
know
Soph
if
was
the
aware
server
of that
stuff.
at the very least, right? Because weren't there conversations of Soph talking about that either to Ciney or to somebody else? I'm pretty sure there was, because I'm pretty sure she was running defense for it and being like, well, that's how she used to be and she's not like that anymore.
I would have to see that again, to be fair.
I would too.
I know that they
too.
talked about the bug spray stuff.
It's important to note I'm basing this all off of memory from a year and a half ago. So like I've covered a million things since then. So I'm solely operating off of my own flawed memory here. So don't take everything I'm saying with like direct, this is the truth, right? This is just
it's been a while definitely since I've revisited this. I know that I've had some conversations about it, because obviously, like, I think Amos, when he was making a video, was planning to cover So obviously there was a conversation had, but I don't think Amos and Soph ever talked. I know I did, but that was never a part of it because I don't remember seeing any DMs for that. But I do know that they talked about bug spray.
Send it, Spectate.
Very interested in being their friend. And while they were persistent in checking in on me and trying to start conversation with
Oh, wait. The classic used to come to the advances of a 14-year-old, of course, yes.
me, I wasn't very receptive. It honestly should have stayed that way. However, we started talking a lot more frequently when my interest became the topic of conversation.
Rape, yes.
This is a pattern of behavior I've only been able to recognize recently.
It's been a year and a half.
I tended to only really interact with people who would indulge in my interests.
Rape.
Once we started to speak more
This is the director's cut, by the way.
frequently, I started sharing things with Enno that I reasonably shouldn't have. And it...
Reasonably shouldn't have is crazy. Dude! You had a fucking rape fanfiction about Sans Undertale, like your Sans Undertale OC, dude.
quickly devolved into me sending them explicit content. To be absolutely clear, this did not include nude pictures of myself or Enno. I wasn't attracted to Enno in any way. I just shared a lot of explicit artwork with them and written scenarios.
So far down your throat, you're not gonna be
Can
able
we
to talk
derail
for a week,
back
okay?
to the jar?
Can we derail back to the jar?
That's fucked up. That's actually, we're gonna be on this topic all night.
All right, $10 more to get us back to the topic, okay?
It's funny to hear a woman say that for once. It's funny to hear a woman say that for once. Like, Jesus.
I came home from work and he was gone, and then the next morning, the police came to my apartment. For a wellness check, not for anything bad.
Oh, okay.
Do I still remember the edits?
I woke
Dude,
up
me
to
too.
like the police at my door, and they were just like, "Hey, heard
One of
some-
these days, Chad, if we have a dry day, I may just go through every jar call I had.
heard something was going on with you. Your
Except for the one part that I can't, but
your friend called
Those
us
who know.
here, and I was like, oh.
no.
And then
You
I
know what
looked
I'm
at my
talking about.
phone and
You
I
know what
saw
I'm
that
talking
like my real life friend tried.
It's the back end of the first one. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, right. Those
calling
who know,
me
those
multiple
who know.
times, and Jack tried calling me multiple times. And I texted like both of them, and my real life friend didn't know that the police were coming, so I figured they didn't call them, so it had to be Jack.
Lyle's drawing
I
shit.
told Jack like, oh, the police came by.
Guys, I can see you're being tortured. Listen, $10 and you're out of this, okay?
And he was like, yeah, we thought you were dead.
I don't make the
Paul."
rules.
Like he said LOL.
This
at
is
the
not
end
a
of his
bad
message, and then
derail
he never
because
texted me
at the
ever
end of the
again.
day, it refreshes.
Um,
like
That is
some
true.
things.
And I was like, oh, this is good, because this means he's upset with me, but he still cares about me. That's good. He wants to make sure I'm alive. And then like I went to work, and in the middle of my shift, I saw that he made like a.
What's the situation? 20-year-old talked to a 14-year-old about sexual topics, showed them their like rape fantasies, and made them read a rape comic that they made out loud. That's kind of the TLDR.
Big like Twitter thread, basically mocking me. Like he bragged about stealing my friends from me, and he said like, you know, live and suffer, pedo bear. And then he like posted a picture of like a hat that he left on my pillow when he left.
It's a groomer.
Like it has a hat that said groom on it.
Actually, that's something I've been meaning to ask you. So like
you didn't find that funny at all? That's what he's
Like,
gonna say.
did you ever wear that hat in public? Just to get a read.
If not, can you send it
Stick my
to
dick
me?
so far down your
Okay,
throat, you're not
Spoof
gonna be able
said,
to talk
let's
for a
stop
week,
watching
okay?
this. Okay, perfect. Thank you for the
You
time.
just know you're gonna get immediately another 10.
I know. Dude, listen. That's why I'm not even closing the stab, because I know it might happen, okay?
I will be honest, saying all of this out loud at this point in time makes me feel ill.
Oh, fuck off! Fuck off.
What a whore.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you fucking victim. I'm so I made her read out loud a rape comic, but then I just literally like whitewashed it so hard. Oh no.
While now I can recognize that what I've done is incredibly disgusting.
Wait. That dono was to keep watching the jar call?
That's fucked up.
Oh my god.
That is
They
fucked
accused
up.
you of touching them inappropriately.
Yeah, fuck him for even like insinuating that.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get real here. Professor Dreadlock!
Oh no!
Oh my god, it's this part. It's this part, dude. It's this part, dude. Dude.
No.
Get in here, Professor Dreadlock. I need you for something.
What?
You start immediately hearing like Glock sucking noises.
Oh, you just hear boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's taking
and
a
then
shit
you
right
hear-
now. Never mind.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I was gonna bring him in, and like, here's the thing.
Voice.
When I do this to Professor Dreadlock, it's completely platonic.
Me and Professor Dreadlock, we're best buddies, and we're romantic with each other. We slap each other on the ass every now and then. We spook each other. We don't poke each other in the crotch, but we do pretty much everything else. And like when I heard that, I was just like, you know.
Thank you for redeeming your membership, iNut. I get a free highlight message, and I'm going to use it to tell you that Himpleton is very handsome, and I ship him with Jar. Okay, well, thanks.
I know Jack goes by he, him, but like their sex is they're an A-fab,
yeah.
and
But
Yeah,
he has a pussy. Let's be honest.
yeah. So two women living with each other, they're going to. I don't know what it's like with two women living with each other, but I can tell you, as a guy who lives with another guy, we sometimes touch each other a bit.
I've spent the vast majority of my adult life living with another person, okay? Like, you know, like a roommate or something like that. I cannot relate. I cannot vouch for this experience. Honestly, let's do a poll in chat. Let's do a poll in chat here. So I need to know, okay? I need to know. This is a chat for just the boys, okay? Do you and your roommate, in quotes, touch each other?
Why
Great.
did Vic just say Himpleton? You already know the answer.
He didn't. What are you talking about? He's not in
He
chat.
literally did. No,
I don't-
he was just in chat a bit ago.
No, he didn't.
Maybe you have it at Chop Chat.
No, I have it alive. I have it as live. Okay,
See, I
do you
don't
guys
think
touch
that
each
works.
other?
I think it should have been like a red flag to literally everyone when Jack
Himpleton
showed
asked
like
his
me
child audience
screaming
if they
at
touch
him
each
like
other.
through text,
No!
saying, "I always asked you if it was okay, and you said yes," and like no one mentioned that or like said anything about that.
Well, you need to understand this.
Okay.
This corner.
To kind of like also say here, there's actual live stream clips out there that literally exist of like them talking about like slapping each other on the ass for like Bros City and Birdie. Like this
Right.
is this is the thing that they've done several times. The thing is, I think Ciney tried to slap them on the ass and just accidentally like poked the crotch. It was like whoops. And I think that was like the that was the whoopsie.
Well, and I mean, there was that one weird moment where she was like watching like something that was semi-pornographic when they were hanging out. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, it was like the AI porn or whatever. Where
Yeah,
it's like, it
they
was
were
like talk to you or something.
Yeah,
like that.
they were like talking dirty to AI while like laying next to them and cuddling, which is admittedly odd. Yeah. Birdie felt like a wet sensation, like soaking, and then was like, "What's going on? What is this?" And then Ciney was like, "Oh, just a little excited."
The internet, they're fucking idiots. They will believe what they're told until they're shown the opposite. I mean, come on, you've seen this with the Spockter drama. You've seen this with the Peaches drama. Prismate Luke literally put up screenshots that contradicted what he said, and people went, "Yeah, that seems legit to me."
I'm gonna stick my dick so far down your throat.
Thank
you're
you,
not gonna be able
Doorman.
to talk for a week. Okay?
Thank you, Doorman.
Go back to the original
It's
video
so funny how
PLS.
just niche these references are.
Dude, I love that we have like a jar setting battle right now. This is awesome.
disgusting. At the time, I didn't anticipate the kind of harm that this would do to them. It's gonna sound completely deranged, but I knew it was wrong in the sense that it was taboo.
Why would you ever say this?
And you weren't allowed to do it. But I didn't exactly see the harm in it.
So not only... So you were like doubly making this worse on yourself. Not only are you saying this is bad because you thought it was taboo and you didn't see that it was bad, but then you're also doubling down on that and being like, yeah, I just didn't feel like there was any harm to it. Like, the taboo excuse is literally like the classic like pedophile excuse, right? Where it's just like, well, it's just taboo. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just seen as wrong. And then we're going with
I didn't know.
Well, there's no harm in it.
Yeah, they already watched.
When I was a child, I developed a porn addiction. I was looking at a lot.
Oh my god.
A lot of pornography as a kid, and I didn't exactly see the harm that it had done to me, and so I didn't see the harm in showing it to a child.
Okay, well, here's the problem, Ciney.
Are you gonna say that a sentence?
Well, see, you're highlighting the sheer absurdity of it, but let's pick apart the logic in it, right?
I know.
Let's pick apart the sheer logic. So, I was shown pornography as a kid. I didn't know that it was bad when I was a kid. This happened when you were 20.
Yeah,
That's the issue. Like, usually by then, a lot of people tend to kind of be in that reflective stage where they're like, yeah, these things that happened to me as a kid probably weren't right.
Stick my dick so far down
There's
your
no
throat,
way.
you're not going to be able to talk for a week, okay?
Thanks, Rena.
Go back to Jar.
So, yeah, so like the one thing quick to also say on that,
go for it.
This was annoying from like the Kumo side, right? That was always so fucking annoying. There is a huge difference between consuming pornography in a dark room by yourself isolated versus having these conversations with an adult and it can't get through their thick fucking skulls. It's really
Correct.
fucking annoying.
Correct.
And it's like for that to even be treated as the same, like, oh, well, Eno was already into this stuff. They were already consuming this type of content on their own. Yeah, on their own, not with a fucking 20-year-old indulging in their fantasies and just like reciprocating that type of emotion. It's fucking gross. And like, I know that's like cold take and very obvious, but it's just so annoying that they kept like blending those two together the whole time. And it seems like Ciney's kind of indirectly doing that with, with that.
Go back to video.
Okay. Lol? Dude, this is like a battle of the chatters over here. Okay. Ciney for sure wants others with their same tendencies to normalize their actions. True. That's true.
Eno had already seen bits of my graphic work before they were talking to me, and they showed interest in wanting to see more. And
which makes it right. Which makes it okay. Right.
So
right.
I didn't see the issue. I shouldn't have been talking to Eno at all. I'm now a lot more aware of what this kind of stuff can do to a developing mind. And I'm honestly truly devastated knowing that Eno will have to carry this with them for the rest of their life because of what I did. Eno looked up to me and called me their big sister. I feel so awful.
That sounds gross when you say it.
I feel so ashamed knowing that I've betrayed their trust like this. I really wish I could go back and erase what I've done, but I know I can't. I feel even worse knowing that the last words they've probably heard me say on this channel was me downplaying my own actions and making it out like they wanted this. That our last conversations were full of me self-pitying over the consequences and subsequent fallout of my own actions.
Wait, like you are right now in this video? Wait, like you're verbatim doing right now in your own video? Oh, okay, cool.
Making Eno blame themselves for what I was going through. I regret everything.
Wait, like how you implied that it was Eno's fault for repeatedly reaching out to you?
That came out of this situation.
In this video, by the way.
The fact that it happened at all and the way I handled it afterwards.
Do you remember the cat stealing saga?
Oh my god, dude. Because I had to like talk to Queen about that directly. It was so fucking stupid. Yes.
Like
I remember that.
So many of these. Dude, this was such a giant, like, never-ending drama. This was the Parlo IA of, like, 2024. This really was.
Yeah. But just for grooming?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Parlo IA stuff was alleged grooming as well, so, I mean, it works.
Yeah, but that wasn't the main focus.
That's true.
That's
true.
Yeah.
Whether Eno can hear this themselves or if they're having a friend relay this back to them, I really hope they'll know just how sorry I am that I've done this. I'm sorry for showing you the things that I showed you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
Thank you, Falgi.
kept in contact with you for so long. I'm sorry I had my emotional outbursts where you could clearly see them. I'm sorry I made you feel the need to blame yourself for what I was going through. I never ever wanted you to think that this was your fault. I really truly hope that you're able to heal. And I hope you make friends who treat you better than I did.
So I just also want to highlight the reason why I did that warning too is because obviously I've seen this, right?
Yeah.
They did not bring up at all, getting this minor into a call to react to the rape porn together.
Right. Obviously. Well, obviously, because it's a smoking gun. It's no. It's worse than that though. It's like they purposefully vague posted about all of it. They didn't go into detail about any of it. They literally just said their interests, their art, like that kind of stuff, which in hindsight looks kind of bad. Like it's literally just like all of this softening language, right? Anything to kind of, soften the blow of these actions, right?
She's sane-washing.
Sand-washing, true. Like, again, these people come into my chat and they say, Hempy, be my mommy in the bed. Like, why is this the only spam I ever get? I just... Okay.
While what I did to Enno was one of my most egregious things I've done, they are far from the only person I've hurt.
Why would you ever set up a sentence like that? Why would you...
There are other people I feel the need to apologize to.
Uh-huh.
This segment is in regards to any and all friends I've ever had in the past. There's on it.
Dude!
Talk for a week, okay?
Jar forever.
All right, we're back. We're back.
I'm a little thrown off that, like, the commentators aren't, like, looking at that.
Actually, that's what I've been meaning to ask you. Aside from me, has anybody reached out to you?
Why would they reach out to an alleged child groomer?
Well, they're supposed to do their due diligence, so...
Okay, in some cases, when it's just testimony, I could probably see, reaching out maybe to a party. But when there's, like, literally a 200-page document with several screenshots just, like, proving, like, you doing this wrong thing, it's just so bleak.
Well, Ace, you don't understand. You don't understand. According to Jar, her profile picture was hot.
I'm gonna stick my dick.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I mean, it's stupid,
I'm not gonna be able to talk for a week. Okay?
We're also not talking about an
back to video.
associate, right? Like, if your friend that gets accused of something, you're more likely to reach out and like try and ask for their side personally, even if the evidence is overwhelming. But we're talking about random commentary shitters, right? We're not talking about their associates. We're not talking about anything like that. There is no reason why Billy Bob fucking 24, who's making some commentary video, is going to reach out to an alleged groomer.
That's
it's
true.
stupid.
That's true. Yeah. Well, it's like even me. And that was at a time where I was acting very reckless and was just not really following a ton of logic. Even I had enough sense not to reach out to Ciney,
Yeah, like you did the smarter thing to reach out to Kumo and Goblin because they had direct contact.
Exactly.
It's like, fuck me.
Like,
we need a new goal, by the way.
Oh, true. Thanks for filling out the goal, guys. So we'll determine the new Ciney defense squad soon. Don't worry about it. Let's see.
Yeah, now the next if we get through the interview, then we have to look through the entirety of the Ciney support squad DMs. Is that Evan does things? Sorry. Anyways. Whoopsie. Name slip.
Okay, a new goal is get Jar into a room with me. I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen after that.
Jar, what are your thoughts on this?
It unironically like that, though.
You probably would.
Can you imagine how funny it would be if your bridge didn't burn and you were able to have him and Call coming over this?
I wish I could. Like, I genuinely, like, it sucks because with Jar, I've always been, like, you can say what you want about my conduct with others. I've been unfair to some people. I've always been pretty fair with Jar. And when I say that, I'm not talking about, like, my coverage itself. It's that I have made it excessively clear to Jar when I, like, let him into my server and let him hang around and stuff. I was like, if you ever do drama videos again, I'm going to start covering you again. And he was like, okay. But then when I started covering him again, he got super ass mad about it, and that's when he blocked me. And I was like, you made another Ciney apology video. What do you expect, man? Like, I'm sorry. I told you this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's sad. It's sad it had to end that way. That's why I made my, Cameron F305 Jar come back to me video, because I was just so sad.
Run right back to me.
Run stick my dick so far down your throat.
Oh my
you're not gonna
God.
be able to talk for a week, okay?
Yeah. Basic conversation.
Thank you, Spoofs.
ruins.
2 YouTubers contacted me and like asked me questions, but no one else.
Who were those 2 YouTubers? I'm assuming one is Kumo. Maybe the other's Goblin. I guess that's logical, right?
Yeah, I guess that would be the ones, because I know who was in the group chat, and the other guy that was in there was literally like mocking her the whole time, that not having involvement in that case. But it was literally just mainly Goblin Kumo.
Right.
It was
Okay, so I'm literally the first person who was like, "Hey, I don't think you're as bad as what
You're the
everybody else
second
is
person.
saying."
Yeah.
the first person was Kumo.
That
Cutting Kumo.
By the way, that was like a sleeper agent wake up call. Okay, because the only person that Char hates the most is fucking Kumo. He fucking despises Kumo. So he heard that and he was like,
hello?
I'm gonna stick my dick so far down your throat, you're not gonna be able to talk for a week, okay?
Thank you, Doorman.
TJD.
Total Char death?
He's like,
okay, for sure.
Account and too many to name. As far back as I can remember, I've always had this repeated dynamic with some of the friends I've had. It was very common for me to discuss sexual topics with my friends.
Yeah, my 14-year-old friends. Yeah.
And while this can be normal for friendships, I would talk about sex and my sexual fantasies constantly, to the point where I've neglected my duties as a friend in favor of using my friends as an outlet for my sexual desires.
What an insane admission that is.
Didn't realize just how badly I was mistreating my friends until way later. As I've mentioned previously, I've had an addiction to these sexual materials for a large portion of my life, so I just wouldn't stop talking about it. I did care about my friends.
Do you hear like the like sound of like a fucking, like, is she being microwaved right now? Do you hear that like ominous like sound in the background?
Well, it's because since like fucking the allegation, she's been living under a bridge. So what you're actually hearing is the train.
You're hearing traffic. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I just really didn't treat them well, and I'm sorry. I think I've gotten a lot better at handling my addiction. I'm still hypersexual and struggle with intrusive thoughts, but I've found better outlets that don't involve other people. I've gotten better at prioritizing my friends' needs.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean that you found better outlets? Nowadays I just actually fuck the kids. I just actually fuck them. And that satiates me for a lot longer. Like, what do you mean by that? What does that mean?
Yeah, I found out Tinder Junior, and it just really like helped me a lot.
I've established a new company called Little Tinder. Okay, it's called Ember. It's called Ember. Dude, oh my god! All right, thank you, Mr.
Back
Jar.
to Jar PLS.
We're back to Jar.
Oh, can you not hear me? Oh shit.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Wait.
Oh, can you not hear me? Oh shit.
What?
Okay, I think I can hear you now.
Remember in the initial video, he put Ciney on the casting couch twice, and then we found out that it was this rogue editor doing that.
Yeah, Lorenzo.
Yeah, Lorenzo did all of that. That was awesome.
I'm gonna stick my dick
think he
so far
rebooted
down your
after
throat,
hearing-
Denied.
Be able to talk for a
Okay.
week, okay?
Thank you.
Denied.
Okay. And we're back.
And I'm trying really hard to
How
be a
much
good
money
friend
does
to the
this guy
people I
have?
care about.
I don't know, man. I don't even.
Let's
I don't
find
even,
out.
It's not about the money. It's about the hate for Jar. Okay, it's strong. Okay, money knows no bounds when it comes to hate for Jar.
And I'm trying really hard to be a good friend to the people I care about. And I wish I could have done that sooner. Since we're on the subject of friends I've mistreated, I do want to talk about Jack for a little bit.
Oh.
While I don't believe my actions would be considered
brother.
SA, I do think there was a lack of communication when it came to touching.
Why would you admit that?
Despite our best efforts to communicate effectively, there were things that I missed or didn't take seriously.
Wait. What? You just gave so much, dude. Everybody thought the SA stuff was a joke and didn't take it seriously. You just gave so much more credence to that with that one line.
I didn't really.
Yeah,
take
she
the
would
consent
like
seriously.
scream at me. She would scream no, 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 and like stop to me, and like I just wouldn't. I thought it was a joke, so
I think a lot of
Yeah,
people could
I
see
see it
that
in
we
my
were
portals all the time.
it's like not a big deal.
fairly intimate with each other. In all honesty, we didn't have very clear boundaries with each other. Jack had admitted to me one time that he didn't even know what his boundaries were. We felt comfortable exploring that territory together. Jack has claimed
What?
Were they like a friends with benefits thing? Because I swear to God, this is not normal.
The
with
way
friends.
the way that she's talking about it makes it sound like it, right?
that I've made
Yeah,
touches
like-
that he didn't consent to and that he said no to. And I believe I told him that
No
I thought he
quotes.
was joking when he told me no. My memories of these instances were pretty fuzzy, and they still are, even more so now. There's a chance I was misreading his tone, and that's why I thought he was joking. Whatever my intentions were, I can tell that I've clearly hurt him.
No, the person who doesn't know how to wash dishes is from the that one Undertale groomer drama. I'm trying to remember what their name was.
No,
that's-
okay, so they do have it accuracy. Okay, so they're referencing, I don't know if you ever covered this, but Queen confronted Birdie in that long call, and an issue that they would have is that Birdie would never do the dishes because they didn't know how to hand wash dishes.
Oh, okay. So
And-
it's so for some reason that's a pattern in my coverage because we covered somebody a couple of months ago. We covered this Undertale groomer, and like for some reason one of like the quote unquote victims were like coming out about their experience and was like, yeah, I don't know how to wash the dishes. And we were just like, why are you what? Okay. That's cool. You got groomed. Can you talk about that a little more? Oh, Shay. Yep, that's right. Shay.
Oh, that guy. I missed covering that. I was going to.
You
but
didn't miss
yeah, just
anything,
kinda
dude.
like
It was so cool. It was so bad.
I never wanted Jack to
think
feel
so?
uncomfortable.
Yes.
And I do feel sorry for not being able to recognize his discomfort. I also want to apologize for some of the threats I had made after he left. At the start of my exposure, I was filled with really intense feelings of betrayal and rage, and I said a lot of things that I didn't really mean. I angrily said I wanted to kill Jack multiple times.
Okay.
Wait, okay, can we talk about this for a second?
Of course.
Does Ciney see this as like a lesser of two evils kind of thing, and that's why Ciney's going into so much more detail with the Jack stuff than she did with the Inno stuff? Is that what this is?
I'm not sure. I remember
It's a
lot of this
strange
stuff, though, around
choice.
this context.
It's a very
No, it's
strange
definitely
choice.
bizarre. Yeah, so interesting thing enough, like
Stick
if you
my
remember
dick
this
so
episode
far
again,
down
this was
your
a
throat, you're not
while
gonna be able
back,
to
right?
talk
Because
for
they
a
were
week,
like
okay?
Thank you for
terrified
the
of each
tip.
Rip the
other.
dishwasher tutorial video
Yeah, so
idea.
they were terrified of each other, right? So Birdie thought Ciney was going to kill them, and Ciney thought Birdie was going to kill them. They were taking, like, retrospectively looking back at each other's actions, and Birdie alleged that when they were driving that they were going to, like, BoJack Horseman the car. Like, Ciney was going to do that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And if you remember, because I believe this gets brought up, Ciney, because they were being accused of being a groomer, which I'm not going to lie, I will say it, even if anyone disagrees with them. I disagrees with me. I'm going to call them a groomer, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be a lot of, hate towards them since this is a huge channel. People know them in real life. So what Ciney was considering was, well, people could come to my house. So I got to buy weapons, right? And because they bought weapons, Birdie schizoed out and was like, oh, they bought a crowbar. I don't even know where the fuck you can even buy a crowbar, but they're going to like kill me. And that they correlated that with the text messages with Ciney in a ranting context saying, I'm going to kill Jack. Right now, the problem is this actually didn't go anywhere with the police report because that was filed for death threats.
Right.
But it was it didn't go anywhere because it was it was a venting context. It wasn't like that Ciney actually had real intent to go kill Birdie. They said it because they were angry or upset, and that's why it got dismissed.
And this loops back to why everybody started cutting off Goblin, because Goblin was trying to teach Ciney how to get a gun. Remember?
They were asking Gildan if they could buy a gun from them.
Yep.
It's so bleak.
Oh, and by the way, I forgot about this poll, but 66%, which is actually worryingly low, have said that you and your roommate do not touch each other. So I'm a bit concerned for the 1/3 of my chatters. Okay. It's a little concerning.
They live with their partners.
Well, Hoffman's going to live with their siblings as well, right?
Yeah, true. True. Not gonna name names there. Okay.
I never intended to follow through with those statements. I was only speaking out of hurt. Some people were showing concern that I had bought a bunch of
Me when I'm hurt, so I say I'm gonna kill somebody 7 times in a row. That's so true. You just hurt me, so I just want to fucking flay your skin off. It's not a big deal.
Dude, it's like I'm Alex just going die, 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 die. Gulps. Dude.
weapons one night. None of those weapons were meant for Jack. I just bought them to make myself feel safer in my house. In my response video, I had an incredibly disturbing take on my own involvement with Sock.clip and the way I was treating her and her characters. My response boiled down to a few key ideas. Sock's boundaries are stupid and unreasonable. She blocked me, so why can't I just post what I want since she doesn't have to see it? Me not being able to post my art featuring her character.
Me when I had a crush on the Undertale OC
is an infringement on my creative freedom and expression. This way of thinking is extremely entitled, childish, and of course it completely ignores the consent of Sock.clip. I had to reflect on this for a long time before I finally understood why I was wrong for saying this, and it was incredibly difficult to confront. In truth, I think I came to those conclusions because I was imposing my own view of the internet and how it functions onto Sock. In my time on the internet, I have never seen artist consent being taken seriously. Not my own,
They do go
and
into a lot
definitely
more
not the
detail.
consent of others.
These other
I've come
situations like grooming a kid.
Right? Like, it's so strange. It's so strange. Like, it genuinely feels like a lesser than two evil, or lesser of two evils kind of thing. Like, I don't understand it. I don't.
I realize, however, that just because I've grown to be apathetic toward the concept of boundaries on the internet, it is not, and has never been my place to dictate how others should feel about their characters being used by other people. I don't know if I'll fully understand.
Well, I always said this about the Sock stuff. If you care about how your characters are being used, probably just don't publish your stuff. Sorry. Like, you're allowed to complain about it, but if you're going to try to mandate it, you're probably kind of retarded. Like, it's just, I'm sorry. It's just how the internet is, right? Like,
Yes, I think
you don't have the authority over that. Now, did Ciney handle it very badly? Yes. Ciney handled it kind of psychotically, right? I'm not
fairness
disputing
I will
that.
give to Sock, right, is that this was also, like, if I remember correctly, a literal teenager, and that was a part of the issue as well. So obviously, I'm gonna naturally, if a teenager's getting that big and they're seeing their OC be used in sexual ways, they're probably gonna freak out. Naturally, if this was an adult, I would be a lot more on board with that. But it's just the fact that they're like a minor or whatever, where it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that they would follow that train of thought. It's quite easily, even if it is accurate.
Bungless, what is the
my
RADS
sweep.
test?
That's the autism test.
Oh, awesome. Listen, I'll take the... Hold on.
Yeah, Ciney also obfuscated that person
Stick
was a
my
minor
dick
as
so
well.
far down your throat, you're not going to be able to talk for a week, okay?
Her
Because they're awesome and
self-defense
cool and
reminds me of
based.
Parlo in Tactics.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, Big Aaron. It does remind me of Parlo a lot too. Like, just the sheer amount of like underplaying certain things and then like talking way too much about other claims. Yeah, that's true.
How any of these people feel, but I shouldn't have to understand it in order to show respect to fellow artists and their boundaries. I think it's a bit upsetting that I've come to this realization at all, especially so late into my life on the internet. I want it to be known that I'm genuinely sorry for blatantly disrespecting the consent of Sock.clip and being so openly disrespectful toward them and for setting boundaries in the first place.
Did they give more of an apology to
struggling to
Sock.clip than Eno, bro?
I know. Like,
That's
it's
so
insane.
fucked up.
It's insane. It's actually insane. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't know. I'm just like kind of I'm not really in shock, but it's just like from a logical perspective, it's kind of shocking because it's just like this is so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, it's just fucking retarded.
And what exactly I want from this video. I've wanted to make an apology video for a long time, but it's been really difficult to revisit everything that happened. I've also been scared that making this video would
Making myself a victim times 350. Got it. Good.
only serve to make me feel better and just reopen old wounds for the people I hurt. I don't know what will come of this video, but I hope I can give everyone some peace of mind knowing that I've learned a very painful but ultimately needed lesson. I know I've hurt a lot of people, both directly and indirectly, and I want everyone to know that I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt any more people. And I honestly think I've come a very long way from where I was before. It's been a difficult process, unlearning my harmful behaviors, and it took longer than I'd like to stop feeling sorry for myself long enough to truly reflect on what I had done and why I did it. I meant what I said when I stated I wanted to change and didn't want to hurt anyone ever again. I just wasn't yet ready to prioritize the difficult things. I now have friends who are kind to me, but they lovingly hold me accountable and aren't afraid to correct me. In fact, it's because of them that I've finally found the strength to finish this video.
Oh my god.
I don't care about your cats, you fucking weirdo.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, you
fucking,
see, no,
dude,
you see,
it's time
you
to
see-
knack.
See, this is the ultimate dub they're taking against Queen. Okay, they got their cat bag epic dub that they fucking that they're mocking Queen.
Fucking, they show that cat. Bro, they show that cat again. I'm fucking volleying it, bro.
One of them.
Why
One of them is...
why is this at the end of their video?
Sam, one of them's like conspicuously like missing a hand.
Yeah.
Like, one of them like doesn't have one of its eyes now. Yeah. Okay, amazing. Thank you very much, Ciney. Okay, so now we're gonna get into this part of the coverage. So first we're gonna show the unedited comments, and then we're gonna show the edited ones. So here we go. So first of all, we have me posting about this, and then we have now I wanted to point this one out. This is a very strange comment, and I wanted your take on it, Ace and Sam. Vincent Martin, under me saying, Ciney's victim, posted a lengthy comment about her reaction to Ciney's return. Again, I just asked myself why. Vincent says, I guess Jar didn't let you see his one convo with ... Wait, I probably shouldn't talk about that ... Lol. So I respond with just
so talking about.
So I respond with just a question mark. And then Vincent says, let's just say Inno's response here makes a lot of sense. Heard her talk about all of this shit. So he's been talking to like a 15-year-old. That's cool. You want more details about it, you'll have to bug Jar about it. I am willing to hint at having information more because I am curious about how people react to it sometimes, but I don't leak. So if we read between the lines here, Vincent is in fact leaking that Jar had a conversation with Inno. And he is doing it in the most autistic, retarded way possible, as if to say, I'm not leaking anything. Yes, you are. Actually, it is extremely clear what you're trying to say.
Okay, so, God, you're gonna really hate this. The only way I could, because those DMs were publicly reviewed, it's just the only place I could think of where to find them is unironically a Lio stream.
Oh God!
So,
but I'm not just talking about DMs.
I could look for it if you're curious.
I'm not just talking about DMs. He specifically talks about a call.
Yeah, I don't know if that was ever recorded or anything like that.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. And then Spurk Spectating is saying, who is giving Vincent Martin info? Jar. Because him and Jar are besties. He's in like a group with Jar, you know, one of our #1 monetary supporters, ZV. Okay, make of that what you will. And Take 9, Jar, Vincent Martin, and a couple of other people. I'm pretty sure Goat Kata was in there for a while. Are like all in this group together.
She was a stupid whore.
Yeah.
When she isn't fucking sucking off giving Ant or raping Time LG, that's what she's doing.
True. And then Tyrone said, which I like this interpretation more, I think Vincent is in direct contact with the child, which I prefer that interpretation.
Yeah, I just don't know how people will think about it though, so I'm just kind of like low-key leaving it on the low.
Yeah, I'm gonna hint at this information, but I'm not gonna say it. Okay, let me pull up Crow's. So Crow screenshotted a lot of this. This was the original Ciney comment that was pinned. Just to be absolutely clear, this isn't an attempt at a comeback. It was really important to me. Which cope, lol, cope. And then this is Inno's original comment. Giga essay, by the way. Here we go. I should probably wait before commenting, but seeing this show up in my notifications sent me into a panic, so I'm here anyway. It's me. You know. Watching this feels like a year-old wound being torn open. I don't even know where to begin, and I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. Everyone seems to think I'm supposed to hate you. I don't. And I'm tired of people telling me what I'm supposed to think, how I'm supposed to react, whether I should speak or stay quiet. None of this was really even my choice. You acknowledging what happened should bring me closure. I know that. I think I'm supposed to feel relieved. And part of me is glad you acknowledged it. But another part of me is still stuck in the aftermath. People don't see what this did to my real life. My friends found out. My parents found out. I was grounded for months. Raped. Absolutely fucking raped. Jesus. I was grounded for months. People look at me different now. While everyone else moved on, I didn't get the luxury. I'm still here carrying this. I'm angry. I'm angry at the situation, at the community, at myself. I want to direct that anger at you, but the truth is I still care about you. I still want the best for you. I still miss the version of you that I was shown where you made me read rape comics out loud. She doesn't say that part.
Okay, buddy.
I'm just saying that's what that implies. That's literally what that directly implies. Tell me I'm wrong. Like, it's literally just, this is such a raped comment. Like, my God. Okay.
Well, yeah, but it makes sense why it's touched, though, because, like, fuck.
Well, yeah, it's like, sure, it's like the fucking, what's it called? Stockholm Syndrome, but still, like, Jesus. Okay. Dude, amazing comment from Seal, like, very clearly trying to be, like, polite, but says, I'm gonna say it, Inno doesn't sound like they're playing with a full deck of cards either.
Aww.
I love how politely you're trying to say that, dude. That's awesome. Never change. Never change. Okay. Okay, anyways. What hurts me deeply is as if it's being framed like I did this intentionally. As if I wanted to destroy you. You know that wasn't true. I stayed when I shouldn't have. I defended you. I supported you. I was still there when almost no one else was. I want to believe you didn't know what you were doing, but you're smarter than that. You've made content about situations like this. You were capable of knowing better, and that's something I still struggle to reconcile. I don't hate you. I don't fully blame you, but I am tired. This video reopens something I've worked hard to survive, and I'm exhausted from carrying it. Then edit. I also want to address the way people are talking about this. I find it deeply disrespectful how casually people are joking about the situation, especially people calling Ciney a pedophile. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't believe she is one. I'm resisting. I'm resisting knowing this is a grooming victim.
So far down your throat, you're not going to be able to talk for a week.
Derail after this novel reading.
Derail for after this novel reading.
Thanks for the derail, bud. Appreciate it. I'm just resisting because this is a child, and this is a clearly retarded child, and this is a grooming victim. Okay. More importantly, it is not in anyone else's place to decide whether she deserves forgiveness. That choice belongs to me and anyone else directly affected. When people say they forgive her, or that she should never be forgiven, it strips away my agency as an underage retard, and my ability to decide for myself.
I didn't say that.
That has already been taken from me more times than I can count. To the people laughing at her for even attempting to come back or apologize, I don't think you see her as a person anymore. I'm not asking for you to sympathize with her. I'm not asking for you to empathize with her. I'm asking for you to empathize with me if you claim to care this much. This video was her attempt at accountability, and possibly giving me closure. I don't even fully know how I feel about this yet, but I acknowledge harm, and...
Why would you comment if you don't know how to feel? This is so good.
Because you're retarded. Because you're retarded. Where were we here? But acknowledging harm and taking responsibility matters. Even though Ciney not once actually went into detail about what happened between us, but that's okay. But it's one of those first steps towards anything better, and I think that effort deserves to be recognized. Awesome. So now let's see Ciney's... Did Ciney delete her fucking edited... She did. Alright, so since Ciney deleted her edited comment, that's fine. We have an archive of it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
So this is Ciney's edited comment. Just be absolutely clear, this is an attempt at a comeback. This is really important to me. For those wondering why I made a public video instead of apologizing privately, it's not appropriate for me to attempt to contact NO or nor quite a few of the other victims. The fact that you're describing them as victims is crazy. Plus, with this being public, the victims can choose whether or not they want to see it. In my opinion, this was the right thing to do. Now, when I say that it's crazy for, Ciney to call it victims, it's more about the fact that, like, she's calling, like, her former friends victims and stuff like that. I don't know. That's just an interesting choice.
Just happening to be hypersexual with friends is not anywhere near the same scale of severity.
It's not victimizing, right? Like,
yeah, no. You're all adults. If the adult is weird, you could just like sidestep away, bro. I don't know, like that.
Interesting. Oh, you just checked? I guess it's just not pinned anymore? Question mark. It's probably somewhere in here, just not pinned anymore. Weird to like unpin it, I will say. Dude, leave me alone. That's one of my old chatters. So many people in this comment section are immature. This isn't time to make jokes. Okay, I'm not. All right.
It's Diddy Bear.
Listen, making jokes is funny, and I don't care. Sorry.
I'm moving different. This
is our derail.
It ain't nothing to me, man. I'm a dog.
So we do. You would think that the Ciney section's over. It's actually not. We do have one more thing to go over in terms of SynniBear after this. So stay tuned.
Oh,
it's very
Jesus.
exciting. I'm sure.
I can't wait. Actually,
I'm sure that IA's take on this is gonna be amazing as usual, right?
I'm biting the fart bubbles into.
It's pinned for you. Why isn't it pinned for me? That's really odd.
Bath,
dude. Wait.
We smoking
that IA thing. Hold on, don't click play. Dude, wait, look at her hand. Oh, she got you.
Dude, white supremacist dog whistle?
Symbiote.
You good, bro.
Smoking that Whoopi Goldberg South Egyptian Fur Burger Deluxe Mega Million Scratcher Skunk Bubba Kush. We smoking Dung Beetle. I'm on 12 Vicodins smoking on Scooby-Doo dick.
By the way, Filthy Frank ran this channel.
We smoking Sequoia Banshee boogers. We snorting that good Buffalo Soldier Tamarind Jordanian jibbies. They must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him. That Burberry backwoods pack hitting that pussy smell like a Hellcat V8. We smoking shit in a glass pipe blowing.
What'd you say?
How many shots?
How many shots?
Yeah, to fuck this guy.
Oh.
Okay.
He seems pretty Chad, too.
On the Lord's bubbles. I'm sick in the head. I'm on them Broward County Tic Tacs. I'm on them Georgetown Geronimos. I'm on them Nashville Nibblers. I left my Margellas in the Benz truck. I'll have to stun on them next time. I don't give a fuck if I go blind. I don't need to see the price tag anyway. I'm high on 12 Jason Bournes, looking to beat the cum out of a thick, fresh oak. We smoking filtered crack, you stupid piece of shit. I'll fucking kill you. Call that pussy the Matrix, because I'm in this bitch and I can't get out. Last guy who ran off on the pack got...
Ace, why does it say you just did something in my chat? And I can't see it. What did you do?
Someone was like spamming, and I just like
choked out by some Givenchy gloves. The last thing he ever saw was the price tag on them. Slowly faded into darkness, and I let the archangels take him. Yeah. I need more Sequoia Banshee boogers. Don't be shy, girl. I love me some pastrami mud flaps. I'm moving like French Montana. Huh? Welcome to the cream kingdom, bitch. Open up. Black China, I drink her piss out of another man's balls. My shooter a crackhead. He looked like Woody Harrelson. You ain't seen 10 bands in your life, chit. Reach for my neck. You'll get turned into an example. Y'all gotta stop playing with me, man. I threw diamonds at the strip clubs under the Great Pyramids. I pushed the camel through the eye of a needle. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. Tied the ops to the back of a Trackhawk and dragged him around the block for 24 hours. Motherfucker looked like a Resident Evil 5 campaign extra after we was done with him. Ops wanted some initiative. Blew up their entire quadrant. I'm moving like Oppenheimer. She dropped that ass on me from an egregious angle. They thought I was Stephen Wallace. Top shelf Zaza disrupted my circadian rhythm. I have seen the Magna Carta. I have seen the Eye of Horror. I was flipping bricks for Mansa Musa before y'all even became a Type 1 civilization.
I do like how it's sweating down. Yeah.
This shit ain't nothing to me, you stupid piece of shit. Step the wrong way and you will perish. That pussy feel like Biscoff butter. You think I care about this shit? Ask me if I care about this shit, because I don't give a shit. If I had $1 for every time they said I gave a shit, I'd be broke, because I don't give a shit. My bitch looks like David Hasselhoff. I bawled so hard they thought I was a fucking nutsack. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'll kill you, you stupid piece of shit.
Thank you. Thank you, I know.
Beautiful. That was Iron Art.
All right.
Shock.
So now we've got
She
Jar.
got you again.
I mean, wait, not Jar. Sorry, now we got Ciney.
Hope you're ready for an interesting video.
Now we got IA.
So how many
Jesus
of you are
Christ,
aware of the
I'm dying.
YouTuber SynniBear03? For those of you not in the know, Ciney basically was exposed for being incredibly inappropriate with a 14-year-old while she was 20. And it basically screwed over her entire career. Well, for
Yeah?
For whatever reason, Ciney has decided to come back to the platform and upload a video titled Final Apology. So for this video, we're going to cover her final apology and condense it down and just kind of make fun of it at some point.
I feel like you should go into a little bit more detail. I feel like you went into as much detail as Ciney did in her own apology about what happened.
And both the video and Ciney, because, I mean, she kind of deserves it. But before we get into that, make sure to subscribe so that I can feed my starving family. So the video is only 9 minutes long, and there's not much despite it being an apology to all the people she fucked over. I'm writing this 44 minutes after it came out, and the comment section already is not looking great. These guys are ruthless to her. So with a
ruthless
reception like that, then this video has to be good. Well, let's jump in to find out.
I know this video is probably unexpected, but I've been really unhappy with the last 2 videos I made for a long time now.
So if you're like me, you may be asking, why did Ciney even come back at all? And truthfully, I can't tell you. The entire internet hates her. There's solid proof she did what she was accused of, and absolutely no one likes her. Unless this is like a humiliation.
Solid proof.
Dude, no, you're missing the best part of that. Okay, so Sam, the internet hates her, but also nobody likes her. That's a really good, yeah. Dude. That's good.
Kink, there's no reason for her to try to come back right now.
I met Eno through another YouTuber, the details of which are not very important.
For those of you who are unaware, by the way, Eno is the 14-year-old that Ciney did very bad things with. Very bad things with. And also, Eno has seen this video and left a comment on it. They do not seem to be impressed. Here's the entire comment, by the way. So pause if you want to take a read. I will say that Eno at the very least does appreciate the...
Doesn't even go over it? Okay. Eno
seem to be very
did
impressed,
not
by the
seem
way.
very impressed. Not at
But that's not even
all.
true. That's not even. It's not even true, right? When you read the comment, right? Like, well, what are they not very impressed by? Because by that you would think that the video. But when you read the comment, whilst they said that this video was like a jump scare, they're not actually like that annoyed about the video. They're more annoyed about the people making jokes about Ciney, right? But like, he doesn't clarify that. He puts it on the screen in very low res for like fucking 2 seconds and then puts it down.
I know.
How lazy is this fucking cunt bag
you
to
can
not
literally
even
just-
read it out?
All you could, you don't even have to read it out. Literally, just go over the talking points. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's very easy.
But that's too hard for him. That's too hard for him to summarize. I know he can read.
Well, it's too
So
hard
at
for
least
him to
he
read
can
out
do that.
loud too. Apparently. Like, I'm telling you.
Steps Ciney is taking and at least trying to take the L. Too bad it's a fucking year late.
And it quickly devolved into me sending them explicit content. To be absolutely clear, this did not include nude pictures of myself or Eno.
I guess this is actually something else I should clear up. The accusation isn't that Ciney is a pedo. That is actually something...
Why did you...
Oh, God. We're gonna have this argument again. Okay, Hamilton.
I propose something. If this guy gives you like 2 to 3 strikes, you should like ask him on. Thoughts?
He won't, but I'll ask him.
Yeah.
I mean, but what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna be like slamming into him. I'm essentially just gonna be like, dude, what the fuck were you thinking? What is this? What is this dog shit video? Yeah, I wasn't. And then I'll be like, all right, you actually kind of. Okay, fine.
You
fine,
won.
Fine. Chat's
won.
asking for it. Chat's asking for it. Listen, I'll DM him, okay?
Dude. He's just like watching the video on Golf Gang. No one will know. The Watcher. Yeah, no one will know. His comeback will be legendary. Yeah, no, IA is like low-key chilling right now. Says it on his ult. Dude.
I'm gonna stick my dick so far down your throat, you're not gonna be able to talk for a week, okay?
Vincent call in? I'll ask Vincent if he wants to call in, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
The problem is Vincent doesn't have me added. Oh, wait, yes, he does. Hold on. Or he doesn't have me.
Who does have them
he doesn't have me added, but I think I'd be able to see.
IA has them both added. Okay, both Jar and Vincent. We should get the whole cabal here. Have a 3v3, make it fair.
Okay, Vincent's online, so he has 0 reason not to call in. Now, IA, on the other hand, let's see.
Isn't he like fucking dogs right now or something?
Who knows? Let's see.
No, Rusty. Sorry.
Would you be down to call in about your Ciney coverage? All right, now we wait. Now we wait, ladies and gentlemen. Throw another $10 in there, and I'll get somebody to DM Jar.
Eno says that they hate when people push. The accusation is that Ciney is just super fucking creepy weird, and they set fetish art at 20 to someone 6 years her junior, like, multiple times. I wouldn't call her a pedo either, but...
Why was this not in the first 30 seconds?
Wait, can you replay that? My brain kind of blanked.
That is a...
I need you to hear this. This is important for you to hear
them
one more
explicit
time.
content. To be absolutely clear, this did not include nude pictures of myself or Eno.
I guess this is actually something else I should clear up. The accusation isn't that Ciney is a pedo. That is actually something Eno says that they hate when people push. The accusation is that Ciney is just super fucking creepy weird, and they set fetish art at 20 to someone 6 years her junior, like, multiple times. I wouldn't call her...
First time he mentions this, by the way.
That's crazy, though. Wait. Let him cook.
Pedo either, but that is a fucking horrendous look.
Well, now I can recognize that what I've done.
Wait,
DMing Jar now.
Does he not think it's grooming?
No, well, he hasn't said the word grooming once.
That's a really interesting question. That's a really interesting question.
He did give an ant where he's called it weird, right? He's walking around the word grooming. It's weird, or that's not a good look. Well, okay, it's weird. It's not a good look, but there is clearly a pattern there. And if he actually went into the situation, it's very clear what that is, right? But to a surface level, if you don't know about the situation and you're watching this and you're hearing this guy say it's weird, it's not a good look, that this happened times, you're probably going to think that, okay, well, this person's just a creep, right? Not that there's actually something more going on, because he hasn't given a proper TLDR of the situation or a brief recap. It would literally take him a minute to quickly recap what happened in that specific bit of the situation. He doesn't need to go over all of it, just the details of that bit of the situation, and you'd be fine. But he can't even be bothered to do that.
It comes off as like downplaying the actions. I don't know if he's intentionally trying to do that or not, but it seems like a soft justification when not using the label personally.
Right.
That's so weird. Dude, fucking hell. Now I'm really curious to talk to this guy.
Well, no response from either of them so far.
Is incredibly disgusting. At the time, I didn't anticipate the kind of harm that this would do to them.
Okay, it's like super cool that you realize that. I'm not really sure what that changed at all. Especially since, like I said, video is like a whole year late. Like, if you get in like a situation like this is something you realize pretty quickly, like, oh shit, I kind of fucked up. Not like a year later, man.
Eno had already seen bits of my graphic work before they were talking to me.
That is wildly concerning, and worse, you knew that before talking to them. And why do you have porn that you draw just public? Why do you... I don't really understand why people do that.
And I'm honestly truly
You
devastated
started with a
knowing that-
constructive point, but what do you mean public porn?
I need to hear that
And it will
again.
have
I
to-
need to hear that
Wildly
again.
concerned. Not like a year later, man.
Eno had already seen bits of my graphic work before they were talking to me.
That is wildly concerning, and worse, you knew that before talking to them. And why do you have porn that you draw just public? Why do you? I don't really understand why people do that.
I mean, IA, wouldn't this be the same thing as the commissions of, like, you as a femboy Hooters persona with your balls out? That's also public? Wouldn't that also apply to what you're talking about?
But you see, even with that point, right? He's again, that's wildly concerning. That's like why it's like it seems like he's dancing around labels here.
Well,
It's
he's
very
clearly
interesting.
Do you think that part of it is because he's worried about hypocrisy arguments like the one that I just made?
100%. Right.
Maybe.
I mean, in a lot of his coverage, I mean, what did he cover recently? I'm trying to think. In one of his videos, covering a set of allegations, Toki Tom, he's walking around them like a fucking block, and this is before his response. It's very clear that when he covers certain situations, he's trying to not touch on certain keywords, certain events, because otherwise people can just throw his own situation back in his face. So, and I think that's compromised a lot of his coverage. His coverage isn't good anyway, but I think that has ultimately fucking compromised what he's saying and how he's saying it.
Right.
And I'm honestly truly devastated knowing that Eno will have to carry this with them for the rest of their life because of what I did.
This is something Eno echoed in their comment they left in the video, that this upload was like an old wound being reopened a year later. Once again, this video isn't changing any minds, and it seems to have done more harm than good, so why the hell did you upload this? No one is gonna like listen to this video and go, damn, this really changed my opinion on SynniBear. That's not what people are gonna do when they watch this. They're gonna watch this and rip on it.
Eno looked up to me and called me their big sister.
Alright, well, we saw this with Go Motion. This is almost always a bright red flag. We all know how that situation went out, and it started off very similarly.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but sure.
I'm sorry I made you feel the need to blame yourself for what I was going through.
Yeah, that was another thing. She made the
Referencing random niche situation that nobody else knows. We all know how that went.
victim feel like the shitty person for everything. Like, okay, listen, there's a difference between a shitty handling of a situation, which I don't think is, uncommon in a situation like the one you're in.
That line felt a
Because you're
little
friends with
personal.
Jar?
That line felt a little personal.
I don't know. Your buddies
Is
with
that
Jar?
is it Jar or is it him?
Or Vincent,
yeah, I think-
they all have that in
both.
common.
They do.
They all have that in common.
They call him Raped Nation.
But there's a difference between shitty handling of a situation and this. What you did and how you handled it was way worse than just normal shitty handling.
I'm still hypersexual and struggle with intrusive thoughts.
Do you think she said this on a whim, or do you think she's like reading this off a script? Because if she typed this out with her hands and then said this out loud and then edited it into like a video, that's actually so much worse.
What?
Why did he?
What the fuck kind of point is that?
Not the main focus, right? But typed out with your hands. What else are you meant to type it out with? Your feet? Her fanny? Like, what was she using other than her hands? Like, why did you fucking specify?
I don't understand what the point of saying this.
I'm still hypersexual and struggle with intrusive thoughts.
Do you think she said this on a whim, or do you think she's like reading this off a script? Because if she typed this out with her hands and then said this out loud and then edited it into like a video, that's actually so much worse. All you had to say was that you've gotten better with your addiction. We didn't like really need to hear the fact that you still struggle with your sexual desires and shit, man. That's something you should probably keep to yourself.
I also want to apologize for some of the threats I had made after that.
Oh, dude, I forgot about this. She made like death threats to this like Jack guy or some shit. It was fucking.
This Jack guy or some shit. There's no way you just.
And notice how they called them death threats, dude. Like, it was okay. I the one thing I was sweet for it was ranting messages of, dude, I'm gonna kill Jack. They didn't go out to Jack and be like, your life is now going to end. Yeah, like.
Oh, it's how he's talking, right? Like, this is acceptable if you're going on a side tangent, right, in your video, right, outside of the main section of what you're talking about. But this is, like, part of the video you're reacting to. Why are you acting shocked that it's come up?
Or
if you
like
had
also,
done regular due diligence.
It's also like the thing of, like, if you were doing this on a stream and you were, like, describing something that you had no idea about and you were kind of just watching it because the video is supposed to be funny, then this is an appropriate way to describe this. That's not what you're doing. You're making an entire video about it. So
yeah, and I mean, again, right? Like, I get in topic commentary and whatever. People will do this, right, as a way to enter into the conversation, but then they explain the situation, right? They go, "Oh, I forgot this," and then they insert like what happened in that situation. But that's not what he's doing here. He genuinely sounds like he's shocked that this has come out. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. it doesn't come across like that's something he scripted, something that he knows what he's talking about. It just seems like he's watched this video and he tries to self-insert. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's like you have no idea what you're talking about. You have absolutely no idea.
Guys, we have received a response from Vincent Martin. It's not looking good. And conveniently, about like 5 seconds after Vincent Martin responded, Wolfgang responded. So we'll see what he says in a second. I'm trying to screenshot it, but it's glitching. Hold on.
He's got to do this because him and Vincent Martin send child porn to each other.
Dude, I just kept asking Vincent Martin because they didn't say no hard enough. Like, okay, I don't know.
Dude, I said, would you be down to call in about your Ciney coverage? He says, why?
Ask questions.
Also, Chad is pointing out the fact that Wolfgame's #1 video is literally... Wolfgang's #1 video is talking about Birdie.
Oh no!
And he described him as some Jack guy. Dude, look at how awesome! Look at how awesome this DM is, though.
No, I'm barely awake.
Tectone.
Dude, I'm literally in a sleep call with Jar as we're speaking right now. Please,
I'm barely awake.
I'm listening to the vibrations of IA Cinderella. Please leave me alone.
Tectone. Amazing. Okay.
Crazy. On the topic, by the way, I think we can safely say that despite everything Ciney did, is it kind of crazy to say that I don't think she's the worst person in the situation, and I actually think Birdie or like Jack is the worst person of anyone involved in this?
Oh, we're playing this again.
What?
Also, why is it relevant? Why is that relevant?
Wait. The worst person, but he said specifically the worst person in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
But like, there are several reasons why that's fucked, right? Again, I never understand the whole power scaling, right? Can't you take a look at someone's individual actions and see that they're bad, regardless if they're worse or better than someone else's? It's so stupid. It's such a shit point outside of the glaring issue of what he just said. It makes no he's just saying words for the sake of words so he can pan out a video that he knows is going to do well.
Correct.
Well, Sam, you see, around this point, because I'm pretty sure Hippleton might remember this, around 2024, there was a huge fight that any criticism against Birdie was pretty much unwelcomed because it's like, wait, so you're siding with the pedophile? You're siding with this? So it was a constant, it became a Ciney versus Jack type of thing very quickly. So it's annoying that I'm kind of seeing that here now because it's like Birdie, yes, they have a huge plethora of fucking disgusting, insane actions. All right. Yes, I've looked at a lot of them, trust. But yes, also what Hippleton pointed out, the SynniBear situation, Birdie would not be the worst party in the SynniBear situation. No, Birdie would be the worst party in the Birdie situation. Okay. Now, if you're trying to compare two's actions...
Well, that's why power scaling stupid, right? When you're trying to do a serious video, it makes no sense. Because okay, if someone rapes a kid, right, and then someone rapes and kills a kid, right, are we saying, well, actually, right, they're not the worst person in that situation, all right? This person's worse. The actions are still bad, right? You can't compare.
Wait,
stupid.
I gotta ask, right? They're bringing up Birdie being the worst one. Is this in context of the SA allegations?
I don't know. I guess we should just let him cook, right? In theory.
Right.
Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Back 10 seconds, maybe, just so that the context is on.
Okay, well, Wolfgang's gonna pass from calling in because he's stoned.
Lol.
Was he stoned making this video?
Should I say that? Sam is asking if you were stoned when you made this.
Yeah. No, genuinely put it, yeah. He hasn't heard from me.
Now, remember, guys, the beginning of the stream, I told you, this actually might have been before I started stream. I told you, Sam, that IA DM'd me and said the Ciney coverage. Wait, what exactly did he say? Ciney coverage will perform well.
Yeah. Dude, this is bleak. This is. Can you like splash water in your face and come on, bro? Like, sheesh. 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 Dude. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I didn't think that they were gonna come on, but it was worth a shot just in the off chance that they would. Definitely not Vincent. IA, I was kind of thinking there was maybe a 50-50.
Well, and I not DM Jar, but I highly doubt that he will come because Jar still has me blocked again. So I mean, like, you know, Jar is the most unlikely out of all of them. I am still in a group chat with him though. I try adding him again.
Big fan of the.
Never mind.
Big fan of the videos,
Nope.
Jar.
I'm unable to load profile banner badges in about me. So yeah, I'm still blocked.
Wait, do you want me to make a GC with you in Jar?
No.
Or do you want? Okay.
No,
fair
we'll let
enough.
Inut handle it. We'll let Inut handle it.
Okay.
I think we can safely say that despite everything Ciney did, is it kind of crazy to say that I don't think she's the worst person in the situation, and I actually think Birdie or like Jack is the worst person of anyone involved in this drama? Sure, Ciney is gross, but like at least she didn't try to like fuck a ferret like Birdie did.
A lot of things that I didn't really mean. I angrily said I wanted to Jack multiple times. I never intended to follow
You cannot just put that in there with no additional context.
through with those statements.
Ciney, I don't think a single person expected you to actually get a gun and find and kill Jack. I think everyone knew that when you said you were going to kill.
Well, Goblin wanted you to get a gun. So.
Jack, there was like a -% chance it was actually going to happen. Like you weren't just going to fucking land Greasy Grove and pull out a gold scar and just mow this guy down.
Dude, this guy's just dropping so many banger points. You know, it's like, well, Birdie's weirder than Ciney because they fucked a ferret while Ciney groomed a child. All right, but yeah,
I am dying right now. Also, guys, listen. While we have this pause, I just want to say because this segment ran so long, I am just gonna defer to doing the Leaflit segment next, and I'm gonna do this Tectone thing tomorrow. Okay. So I'm going to I'm just letting you guys know that ahead of time so you're not shocked when I don't do Tectone today, because that's gonna be a much longer segment, and so I want to get started on it earlier. We're gonna be starting stream at 4 p.m. my time, which is 6 p.m. EST tomorrow, because I'm interviewing a schizo who thinks he's gonna be the world's autocrat in the next 10 years. So stay tuned.
Out in the middle of Tilted Towers. I don't think anyone thought that's what was going to happen. But the fact is that it was psychotic. You said it in the first place. That's why it's like such a big thing. There's been a segment on someone named Sock.clip and how
you know,
Ciney
actually, that is
characters
rich
for their
coming
own
from
purposes.
him.
I'm gonna be honest.
Out of all
okay,
people...
I need to hear it again. Hold on. Before you talk about it, I need to hear it one more time.
Okay.
Like a -% chance it was actually going to happen. Like you weren't just going to fucking land Greasy Grove and pull out a gold scar and just mow this guy down in the middle of Tilted Towers. I don't think anyone thought that's what was going to happen. But the fact is that it was psychotic. You said it in the first place. That's why it's like such a big thing. There's been a segment on someone named Sock.clip and how Ciney used that person.
So what do you have to say about that?
That it is psychotic out of all the, like, from him, right? Of all the people to make that point, the guy literally said some insane fucking shit about his own self of what he was going to do. All right. He should understand the most of what you're saying in a venting/ranting context without actually going to do it. He should understand that the most. And yet he's still framing these as death threats.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's insane.
Yeah. It's bad. It's bad, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jesus.
Characters for their own purposes. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what this is about, but this is like way less important than everything else in the video, and I really do not care about this like at all. I'm not even gonna pretend to like care about this.
I've wanted to.
If somebody's a thumbnail maker and wants some practice in the background, make a thumbnail of like Ciney being like blacked or something and send it to me, okay? And I'll make it the thumbnail for this stream.
Make an apology video for a long time, but it's been really difficult to revisit everything that happened.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Ciney say that she made 2 videos prior to this? I don't fucking know anymore, man. This video is fucking like god awful. This did not need to be uploaded. Like she watched this. She had to have watched this and then
Did you not do research?
No. IA looking in the mirror describing his own video.
Yeah.
Like what is this?
You watched it back.
Yeah.
You watched it back. Wait, he must have he's made other SynniBear videos, right? Surely. Before this.
Maybe.
I know he covered Birdie.
Sure. That's a good question.
Because like he's talking like he has absolutely no idea like what he's talking about outside of just brief context points to do with Birdie.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, he hasn't made any other SynniBear videos. This is like the first one that they've made.
So when he's saying like, well, you've said you tried making 2 other responses or have, but I don't really know. Is he being serious? Does he have no idea?
Sam, I am at a loss just as much as you, man. Like truly, there is nothing. I just there's nothing to say. You know what I mean? It's just like I don't know, man.
Do you think he just like got a recap by Jar in a call or something like that? Like like, what the fuck, dude? I made sure to ask Jar and Vincent Martin about the SynniBear situation. I didn't really look into it. I've heard that there's 2 response videos that they made, but I didn't really watch them. Like, why would I do that?
As he shoved his Cinderella up his arse.
Real.
This is a guy that Paula found attractive, by the way.
Dude.
I'm just living for his intelligence.
I mean, didn't somebody in chat say that like IA's been saying that Jar's better now or something? Which wouldn't surprise me.
Bro.
Wouldn't surprise
Stick my dick so far down your throat, you're not going to be able to talk for a week, okay?
Oh, thank you.
Chat should consider donating $100 to Himpy.
Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate that, buddy.
Wait, is that the guy who said that he should cheat on his wife with a minor?
No.
I have a clip somewhere.
I don't think you're wrong. Don't bully my chatters. Don't bully my chatters.
No, I'll get the clip.
No, don't bully my chatters. No, don't bully my chatters. You have not donated to me once this stream. Don't bully my chatters.
I literally have the clip.
Don't bully my donors. Don't bully my donors. Don't bully my donors.
It's inside chat.
Don't bully my
inside
donors.
Chat. It's inside chat.
Inad said DM Simpleton. If you haven't checked already.
Dude, this is like okay. At least Jar was the most clear cut out of everyone. He's not making excuses or anything. Like, God, this is so like autism.
Did you just go no? Oh, he did. No. What if I ask him? Hold on.
Isn't he scared of you?
Yeah, he hasn't DM'd me back. He just hasn't unadded me.
Also, I know it's telling you to check DMs as well.
Who's? Anyways, we'll look at this more later.
Yeah, if you bully Marcus again, I think I'm gonna start strangling you until you die.
I have evidence inside chat. Evidence inside chat. Or you're sweeping.
I've also been scared that making this video would only serve to make me feel better and just reopen old wounds for the people I hurt. It's been a difficult process.
What?
See, it doesn't work when he hasn't actually read out the comment.
Wait, what does he mean by this too? Wait. I need to.
I don't fucking know anymore, man. This video is fucking like god awful. This did not need to be uploaded. Like she watched this. She had to have watched this and then hit the upload button. That's what's fucking crazy to me.
I've also been scared that making this video would only serve to make me feel better and just reopen old wounds for the people I hurt.
Oh right, because the first line is that a year-old wound is being torn open.
It's been a difficult process unlearning my harmful behaviors.
Because he's like trying to do that thing where he's like, well, that happened.
Okay, fair enough, I guess. Lol.
And it took longer than I'd like to stop feeling sorry for myself long enough to truly reflect on what I had done and why I did it. I meant what I said when I stated I wanted to change and didn't want to hurt anyone ever again.
So once again, I do want to go back to the Eno comment. It's not my place to say whether or not this is a good apology. That is Eno's. In my personal opinion, I mean, I don't know. It's just words. It's just words. There's no actions. There's no actually getting better.
Did he just lost his train of thought while recording?
No. I know what he was trying to say. He was trying to say that like Ciney's apology didn't mean anything and it's just words. but because of how vaguely he said it, it genuinely kind of sounds like he is talking about Ciney's conduct with Eno is just words. Like we'll play it back, but like that is
I did it. I meant what I said when I stated I wanted to change and didn't want to hurt anyone ever again.
So once again, I do want to go back to the Eno comment. It's not my place to say whether or not this is a good apology. That is Eno's. In my personal opinion, I mean, I don't know. It's just words. It's just words. There's no actions. There's no actually getting better. But the problem is that it comes too late, and it isn't needed, and it definitely isn't going to change the public's mind or opinion on Ciney.
Like, especially with that follow-up line of, like, it's too late and it isn't needed. That makes it sound like what you said when you were saying just words was talking about the conduct with Eno. Like... How is this only 8 minutes?
This guy's
feels
talented.
way longer. It feels longer, to be honest. Dude, it's over.
I don't know. Like I've said this before, I think people can change. I don't think that's not possible. And honestly, it seems like Eno isn't even sure about how they want to take this video. But the thing is that even if Ciney is better, it doesn't matter because people aren't going to accept her back anytime soon. And even if you think the apology was fine, we still need like actual actions or like proof that you're better now. All this video is words. Like even if Eno accepts your apology, like I said, the rest of the internet doesn't really care about that, which is the biggest problem. But anyway, that's the end of Ciney's video. Listen, I really do think Ciney should stay offline for a while. Like what she did was just
for a while. Okay.
Objectively bad. I know she took a fucking year off, and I think it's great that you did that and you're trying to change. But I'm gonna keep it real. Even if you did, I don't think people care. This video didn't really need to exist because it isn't changing anyone's minds, and that's ultimately where I'll end this off. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I don't know. Join the Discord. Follow me on Twitter.
Why did he blur his pets? What's going on?
Pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know. Later.
Ended it like Ciney. It's like look at my partners.
Oh, that was such a bad video, bro. I mean, I don't know what I expected, but it was rough.
Stop taking the things that I love. Stop. I blame eugenics. Fuck you. All right. So we might as well, while we're here, and we've been talking about Jar and stuff, we might as well go ahead and watch Jar's newest video. Okay.
Jar made a video?
Oh, yeah. Oh, on Anarchist, right?
Yep, on Anarchist.
We're gonna watch two raped individuals cover someone. Nice.
Can some awesome, amazing bass person in chat make that Ciney black thumbnail for me, please? I can make it myself, but I don't want to, and I want to change the thumbnail so it's not misleading and people don't get angry at me and start shooting me in the head. Thanks.
The way I see it, in the realm of modern YouTube, you either...
It's already the best video I've ever seen.
Inevitably fail doing what you love. Succeed making whatever slop gets you views as a business. Or you get arrested for the possession of CP. Thankfully, this is not about the last one, but the one before it. This is Will, otherwise known as the YouTuber Internet Anarchist. He makes some of the gayest, most boring videos on the entire platform that is modern YouTube. But before he was known as the Internet Anarchist, he went by the username Wamo, where he made some of the gayest, most...
Okay. Hey, points to Jar for doing bare minimum research. Points to Jar.
Boring videos in the Team Fortress 2 community, and...
Fine, guys. Fine, guys. You leave me no fucking choice. You want this to be a segment? Now this is gonna be a segment. All right. Hold on.
What, making the thumbnail?
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not gonna show that to you for a second. Hold on. God damn it, dude. Why is she cheeked up like this? Like, what is this? Okay.
Why you say it like that?
Am I wrong?
Why are you blushing?
What I do care about, though, is the behavior from back then that he never grew out of, which are a few things that the community dislikes him for that are actually true. One of them being ripping off other people's content. Maybe...
Okay. Evil plagiarism. Maybe this is kind of a perfect drama for Jar. I mean, obviously it didn't net him too many views, but like, he's not doing a terrible job so far.
His versions were better, who knows? I'm not watching a bunch of old-ass TF2 videos, but most of his videos were just copying other people's ideas, which didn't get him in too much trouble until he decided to copy one of the most infamous trolls in YouTube history. Thousands of years ago, a YouTuber by the name of Maximilian Muss, who was well known for his Fortnite trolling videos.
Dude, this is an amazing screenshot.
Dude, that guy is fucking insane. I haven't
like that
thought about
screenshot?
that guy in years.
You like the screenshot?
What screenshot?
Look.
What screenshot?
Look, it's showing right now.
Be gay? Yeah, being gay. Dude, this is heat.
True.
Drop this wonderful song.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Base Terry Davis
Oh,
reference?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. I mean, isn't Maximilian Muss like a psychopath though?
No, yeah, he would raid people and, like, you know, troll. There was like CP allegations in his server, but like that was apparently shaky. But like, if you've ever seen the Moist Critical clip where it's like, oh no, the CP was just a joke. It was just a goof. It was just for laughs.
It was a goof and a gaff. It was a goof and a gaff and the laugh.
Yeah,
You
that was
still
like
get it.
Critical going against Maximilian. Yeah, very infamous guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
What he probably thought was just a shitpost that only his niche audience would find funny ended up going viral, and people would start commenting, oh yeah.
Alright, so now we're already having the problem of why are you talking about this?
Yeah, on his videos. Finding this humorous, Must ask his fans to make their icons the same as his, and comment oh yeah everywhere they could. Though this mildly annoyed people, everyone ended up finding it all in good fun, and it ended with KSI vowing his loyalty to the oh yeah gang. Now Wamo actually found this so funny that he decided to ape the bit by doing the exact same call to action as Must, asking his user base to change their icons to a big mouse scout with a green beanie and spam skunk gang everywhere they could. Despite displaying all the originality of an isekai anime, it's probably the funniest thing he's ever done, and I'd be lying if I
Okay, so he copied a bit.
said I didn't get a chuckle out of the following clip.
Listen, one of the
You know,
people in this
that's
call
like
is
Amos.
very guilty of copying bits, so it's fine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that reminds me a lot about Amos.
Well, Amos is worse than me, so...
Got Skun Gang?
No,
Sorry, you
Amos
can't
is the
unskull
worst
your
in
gangs.
general.
Call your medic. You can't unchuckle your nuts. The only answer is Skun Gang, apparently. If you want to go to heaven, but Heavy said Skun Gang.
What the son of a bitch?
Consensus paid. Skun Gang. Alright, mods, ban the word skunt. Do we have any active mods? I kind of cast a direct order and nothing happened.
Do you see the problem here, though? The difference between what Must did and what Will did? If you fuck with a
Wasn't this an internet anarchist video? Yes.
YouTuber, then they'll either fuck with you back, play along, or ignore it. But fuck with a streamer, and they lose the ability to see the screen through their own tears. And their oversensitive audience of giant walking videos are absolutely going to throw a hissy fit over it. Which they did, and Will ended up making an apology video over it. In my opinion, bowing down like this over people freaking out at a completely inoffensive joke should be enough for Australia to deport him. Your people are supposed to be the best shit posters on the internet. You were born into a superior bloodline, and still, you're weak. They should send
What is up with
does
Jar
he
and
mean
all
by
of
that?
like the racial talk nowadays? Superior bloodlines, like
you back to England.
Weakness of any kind completely revolts me.
Anyways, the damage was already done, and people already didn't like him. So much so that the TF2 subreddit basically just carried on casually talking shit about him. But you see, while a normal man would see being hated by Reddit as an honor, Will took it as a great offense, and decided to make a video literally responding to Reddit posts that are critical of him and debunk all of them. It didn't go well, but like, what are you gonna do? He was a dumb kid who probably didn't understand how the internet worked yet. Now I'm not sure this was his very first foray into internet drama, but it sure wasn't his fucking last. I saw in a couple of different places claims that he would manufacture drama, but I'm pretty sure he deleted all his drama videos, and the Wayback Machine wasn't working, so I really couldn't find any of them. Well, except for one.
Transphobia, body shaming women, attacking small TF YouTubers, and using slurs.
I like all of those things. So this video is titled TF2's Worst YouTuber, Zesty Jesus. Half of it is just him sucking up to some competitive player by the name of JPEG, and the other half is him trying to cancel the TF2 YouTuber Zesty Jesus for clout. He probably made it because he thought Zesty would be an easy target, who was already seen by a lot of people as toxic, which basically just means he's not bitch made and unapologetically plays video games like you're fucking supposed to.
But...
What a fucking nick. Believe it or not.
Whoa! Who got worse?
What did PewDiePie say? I believe the Zesty person did. You see, IA kind of like clapped at him before, like, you know, I think any extreme stuff happened. But I'm pretty sure, fuck, there was like worse allegations, but I have like a very vague memory of it. So, you're welcome. Punches you.
Okay, thanks, man.
Dear viewer, screaming the N-word is how Xbox players used to greet each other.
Anybody can talk shit. Anybody can talk shit on Xbox. I can talk shit in real life. What the fuck you saying though? You saying though?
So if you know any gamers who are 25 and older, who act like slurs are evil and they'd never say one, I've got some bad fucking news for you.
Can we just kick him from the server? Get rid of him! I can't have fucking fun! Play the game!
Wait, why does that sound like Kumo?
Yeah.
Is that Kumo?
No.
Does it not sound like Kumo though?
It sounds like him. No, 100%.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, it does.
Like, okay, comparison. Comparison with my soundboard, okay? And then I'll rewind it 5 seconds. So we've got.
None of you know what the fuck you're even talking about. You keep twisting the context.
Versus.
Never say one. I've got some bad fucking news for you.
Can we just kick him from the server? Get rid of him.
It literally sounds like him.
Play the game. Don't sit there and farm, you mom.
Oh, and if you didn't catch that, Zesty calls JPEG a mong, which is actually a slur for a mentally disabled person, which in itself is a horrible thing to say to anyone, let alone another TF2 smaller creator while streaming in front of your audience. Yikes. This time, we're taking a look at Zesty's opinion on overweight girls. Well, Zesty Jesus states fat girls don't know how to take...
Okay, so internet anarchist, like, moral fagged over who was clearly Kumo saying mong got
of themselves and usually have mental
Yeah,
problems.
he also
I'm not talking
cared
chubby,
about
I'm talking...
phobia. Like, Wamu was his, like,
No
early
way.
days.
Well, it's because he's fat, or was fat, right?
Yeah, he's still a little bit big-cheeked, yeah.
FAT. Fat chicks eat their feelings and don't know how to deal with their own poop. Apparently, to put the cherry on the cake, Zesty has found comfort using racial and transphobic slurs.
So you can kinda see what we're working with here. Zesty yelled at Will's friends during a game of TF2, said some slurs a long time ago, and said some relatively inoffensive shit about fat chicks. Did I mention pretty much all of this shit was in a Discord server? So he's not trying to influence his audience. He's just giving his opinions in chat. Like, seriously, who gives a f*** if he doesn't like fat chicks? I hate fat chicks. I said in my convo with Chud Logic like 2 years ago that my girlfriend was 90 pounds when I met her. But what I didn't mention is that when we got a place together, I told her the second she hits 100 pounds, she's going to be homeless.
What the fuck?
What is this guy doing, bro?
What's going on?
Dude, wait, why did he become so base, dude?
What the fuck?
When did the glow up happen? There's no way he actually made this.
I feel like because I'm autistic and don't always have the best grasp on what is and isn't acceptable, people tend to misconstrue a lot of my jokes as serious statements. So let me give this one to you. That was a joke. Anyway, there's one thing.
Wow.
Thanks, Gerard.
I left out about this drama. Trees. Will had a problem with Zesty referring to French trees from 4.
What? Whoa.
There's one thing I left out about this drama. Trees. Will had a problem with Zesty referring to French trees from 4chan as French from 4chan, and left out the part where they were allegedly sending Zesty CP. And because these French trees didn't like Wamo either, after watching the video, they also decided to send him CP too.
But as some of you are already aware, after I posted my video, I was bombarded with a lot of very graphic images, some including animals and some including humans and children.
So what was the reception to this video by everyone else?
The phrasing is really off there. Humans and children? Okay.
Well, they hated it, and thought Will came off as a clout goblin.
Aside from those graphic emails and DMs, I also began receiving lots of hate comments which are just targeting me as a person.
Zesty made a response that people seem to be satisfied with.
In a tweet saying he reported my tweet. I don't like bigots. He verbatim says, I'm not doing this for clout. I'm only doing this because I don't like bigots. So I'm gonna make a tweet where I screen cap my report on my tweet or my account or whatever you did. And then I'm gonna tweet about it. And then gloat that I'm not doing it for clout. That I'm not doing it for attention. If you weren't doing it for attention, dude, you wouldn't have said shit.
And shortly thereafter, Will made yet another apology video, took down his hit piece on Zesty, and departed from the channel a short while later. He said in an interview that he stopped doing gaming content because he didn't think he was going to go anywhere with it. What he didn't mention is that the reason why he wasn't going anywhere is because he so thoroughly poisoned his own reputation that he was better off just quitting that channel and making a new one, which he did.
Tired, exhausted, and don't want to make TF2 videos. I did my best to stand up for others, but got pulled down and stepped on by the same people I was standing up against. It's a shit feeling pouring your heart and soul into a video for it to be dislike bombed. I don't give a if you come to me just to tell me I'm ugly or to kill myself, you will get blocked. It's the same people who go out here acting like I'm the devil, then going ahead and calling me slurs, following me around just to try and with me. The world we live in is already a horrible place.
I really did not realize what a moral faggot this guy was. I will give Gerard credit for like showing that.
Yeah, so like I will say, I think it's a 50-50. I do probably think that he was clowned off, but like I do understand what I was explained to as well is like with the TF2 niche, the sub wall is only so high. So naturally, he was already like planning on moving to a different community, considering he did want to have.
Okay, but it's still deceptive to just say that it was because he didn't think he would grow.
No, that's fair. I think that is like part of the reason, though.
Sure, I'm sure it was part of the reason, but like, still, it was Tyrone. It was. Also, hey guys, now that we're paused, hey, if you're enjoying the stream, give it a big old like and feel free to donate. We're almost to our dono goal, and I really appreciate it. Haha. Always appreciated, never expected. Haha. Thanks.
Bad news, and nothing is looking up.
The Internet Anarchist channel was born starting with the video, Sperm Theory, What Does Moist Critical's Cum Taste Like? An absolutely riveting piece in my personal opinion.
Wow.
I don't know where exactly in the timeline this happened, but apparently Will used to edit and write for SynniBear03, which is why the Internet Anarchist YouTube channel...
Oh. Is that true? That would make a lot of sense if it was.
Wait, sorry, what did you say?
That IA used to write for
Oh yeah. There was a group chat that they had. I think Sense of Society was also a part of it. SynniBear03 was essentially like a guy that helped IA do a lot. Is that not that publicly known?
It might be. I don't know a ton about IA or anything, so.
I think it's to a certain extent, yeah.
Yeah.
Channel is basically just SynniBear03. He started with positive and informational videos like the Joji Iceberg Explained, the Mr. Beast Iceberg Explained, and the Black.com Iceberg Explained. The icebergs didn't last long though. He then just started making videos glazing some of the biggest creators on the platform with his videos like The Dark Rise of Tube, The Loneliest YouTuber, The Rise of Windy Goon, From failure to famous. Unrequited love. Why Moist Critical should hold me tight and let me smell his hair. And Charlie, seriously, I need you. I hung a poster of you over my bed so that it's like you're always watching over me, and I can stare into your eyes as I drift to sleep. I'm starting to think Internet Anarchist feels the same way about Critical that I do about Jade Animations.
But just you.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
You have not earned that joke. You have not earned that joke. You were actually obsessed with Jaden. So, I mean, that's a little odd to just... Okay, sure.
Yeah, because IA milked the Sneeko drama.
Yeah.
But, like... that's not the same as, like, oh, I have a crush. Or...
Right. Like, okay, sure.
This is cooked.
The love didn't last forever, though, because our boy Will decided that it was time to enact a cancellation attempt at yet another unsuspecting victim. This time he made an exposed video on the YouTuber known as The Ticket Realm, and... Another one. Another one. Another one. That's right, he made 4 videos trying to bury this dude. One of which is members only, so you know he was seeing it as a very lucrative venture. Did it work, though? Kinda. The guy's channel was already kind of on a downward spiral, but taking away the factors of subs, views, who lost more and who gained more, let's take a minute to focus on who actually won this exchange. When Dallas, which is the Ticket Realm's real name, made a response video. His first big claim was that Dallas got another user banned from YouTube for doing the same thing Dallas did to start gaining traction on the platform. Not only did this narrative ignore that the situations were not comparable, but multiple key details needed to be left out for it to fit the way Will wanted it to. Will said that Dallas made a video on how to get more subscribers on YouTube in which he promoted a sub for sub website just to later report on another user. Just Cryptic for making a similar video on how to get more subs in which he used Inspect Element to fake a glitch which would automatically give you more subscribers. His proof that Dallas was promoting a sub for sub website? Just trust me, bro. Meanwhile, he made it look like Dallas gloated about getting Just Cryptic banned when he actually worked with his contacts at YouTube to get him unbanned just a week later, after which they became friends, with Just Cryptic's channel sitting at over 1 million subs thanks to the actions Dallas took. Now some of this might have been hard to piece together without being directly told, right? But what if I told you that Will was directly told just to hand wave it away and say, I doubt it? That's exactly what Will did in his second video on Dallas, after Dallas left a comment on Will's first video explaining the Just Cryptic situation, along with a few other things. Now, there's a lot of shit that Will either got wrong or lied about by omission, and all of it is covered in the Ticket Realm's response video. But
So, I mean, maybe this is why he started plagiarizing, because every time he tried to do a drama, he would just get it completely wrong and raved. Lol.
Let's just cover the biggest one before moving on, which is that Dallas just straight up stole another user's entire video. Will showed a screen cap of the YouTuber Chris Awake on Reddit, claiming his video was stolen by the Ticket Realm. Then a video on Chris Awake's channel talking about the situation, followed by saying the controversy got so big that Dallas took the whole video down. That is all he said about the situation, when even a little...
Foreshadowing.
A bit of research into the topic would have told you a completely different story. First of all, Dallas did not take the video down. It got flagged down by Chris Awake, which Dallas claims made him aware of the situation that was unfolding. Chris Awake's very next video, after the one he made saying his video was stolen, expands on everything, explaining how Dallas used the video after receiving an email asking him to, from who he thought was actually Chris Awake. Dallas also tried to make it right with Chris Awake by subbing to his $500 tier on Patreon, and it worked because Chris Awake immediately forgave him. This is 2 times now where Dallas made a mistake, yet immediately made it right, yet Will completely left out the part where he made it right. This was also explained to him when Dallas contacted him, but yet again, Will hand-waved it away.
Oh, okay, so according to IA, we should, like, you know, really go hard on people who plagiarize. Got it. Okay. Yep. Okay, cool.
In his second video saying there was no evidence he was telling the truth.
Why would you try so hard but yet leave out such specific pieces of the puzzle?
To add more context, all of this stuff happened in 2017, despite the first video on the Ticket Realm beginning in 2022. Will had to reach far back into the past for stuff to smear this guy with, and either being extremely negligent with his research at best, or just straight up lying by omission at worst. Let's just say that Dallas still lied here and there when it comes to debunking this drama. Let's just say that there was no email from someone claiming to be Chris Awake, and that he just decided to steal the video because he's an asshole. Unless you can find a bunch of other examples of that happening afterwards, is it really appropriate to smear him over this situation when the person he wronged forgave him? This is that brain-rotted Zoomer mentality where they think you have to apologize to the entire—
What the fuck is this image?
Google taught me to be curious. Tumblr taught me to be inspired. YouTube taught me to be myself. Vine taught me how to laugh.
DeviantArt taught me to aspire. Maybe Tagoon.
Blogger taught me how to reach out. Facebook taught me how to make friends. Instagram taught me to share. Etsy taught me to be proud.
White power.
Twitter taught me to listen. And I wouldn't want it any other way.
Our internet over something you did to a specific individual, and let them decide when and if you deserve forgiveness instead of the person you actually wronged.
What?
It was like an unironical. Do you think that like that was unironically like just sent to him in DMs? It's a funny meme.
It had.
He was like,
probably,
dude, this is hilarious.
Probably by one of those people in that group chat.
It's just like IA being like, dude, look at this.
Maybe Joey sent it to him. That seems like a Joey meme.
Yo, Vincent,
yes,
is this
you have to apologize to me for something you did to someone else, retard. You have to apologize to me.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
I need that.
Actually wrong. Yes, you have to apologize to me for something you did to someone else, retard.
Retard!
You have to apologize to me now! So since I went over the biggest claim, I don't think I need to summarize the entire rest of the response video for you. But if you want a more in-depth look at this drama, then check out this video by Jake Gordon. You know what? Actually, I will summarize the rest of the video in just a couple of words. It was a complete f***ing stomp. The Chad Ticket Realm absolutely mogged the shit out of the virgin internet anarchist and exposed his shitty research and or lies by omission. But what's more important is that he took a big dump all over Will's style of video making. Watching this video by Ticket Realm was actually the most fun part I had doing research for this video, because the video was actually just a good piece of entertainment made by someone who actually cares about being entertaining and not a bloodthirsty autist who just wants money.
Why would you do this? I don't think you can do this.
And the ability to destroy people. I dare you to go right now and watch that.
Bro.
I don't think you can put that in a video, dude.
Dude, it's all milk.
Fuck you.
Internet anarchist videos on the Ticket Realm.
I don't know.
And then immediately after, watch the Ticket Realm's response video. The contrast is insane. You go from being lulled to sleep by some monotone, negative charisma SynniBear03 skinwalker to a loud and fast-talking American who is actually good in front of the camera, presents their arguments well, does little skits throughout the video making fun of the internet anarchist, and ends the entire thing with a bang by making a song parody of Dirty Deeds done dirt cheap about SynniBear03.
SynniBear03, I love you. SynniBear03, I love you. SynniBear03, I love you.
Then if you wanted even more debunking of the internet anarchist, there was a second video with significantly less production value to it, just strictly going over all of the internet anarchist's terrible research and arguments. Maybe somebody should call the police because I don't think you're allowed to rip somebody this hard publicly on YouTube.
I want that as a soundbite too, dude. That's awesome.
You're rich. You're totally rich. You're fucking pathetic, bro. You are totally...
Dude, imagine being so raped by Chud that you now use his, like, voice clips. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, Hempy?
Yeah. Yeah.
You do not want the right Joker on your case.
That's a compliment.
Listen,
Yeah, okay,
you
buddy.
do not want the
That is
rape
literally a
Joker on your
compliment.
case.
He's literally saying that you don't want the rape Joker on your case. He'll fucking rape you.
An utterly fucking pathetic dude. I've never seen such a individual before.
You gotta upload that shit to Pornhub where it will never get taken down even if the victim begs for it. So did Will ever respond to
What
this?
the
Well,
fuck?
maybe I'm engaging in a bit of shoddy research myself.
What the fuck? What are these lines, dude? What are these lines?
Fucked up.
What are we doing? What's going on?
Here, but I didn't find anything. He never made another video on the Ticket Realm after this, and I don't want to dig through his Twitter where it wouldn't even matter because the majority of his YouTube audience would never even see it. Just a disclaimer before we move on, I don't know shit about Dallas outside of this drama. Maybe he actually is a total scumbag, but this video isn't about him, and I'm just using him to
I'm loving. I'll tell you what. Chat of the night so far is Hecate Talos or whatever. Says, Jar, I like books with lots of pictures. I don't know why. I really like the chat. Thank you.
Like how much the internet anarchist sucks. If he did anything bad that's actually worth caring about, like hitting someone with his car and just driving away, or hitting a woman behind an Arby's, then I disavow.
What?
But all I know at this moment in time is that his response to the internet anarchist is better than anything the internet anarchist ever made. After trying to cancel someone just to get blown the f*** out for a second time, I think Will finally realized that he is not good at leading the charge on who the internet should destroy next. And from there on, he only really made videos on targets that everyone already hated, choosing to feed into existing drama instead of trying to create it. Like a little bitch. From that point on, he kept a relatively clean nose. There was some point where...
Yeah, because it's gone really well for Jar when he decides to like throw it. Yeah.
Aiden Ross went around getting a bunch of videos taken down, and the Internet Anarchist channel was impacted. But I mean, Aiden Ross being a massive piece of shit is just kind of par for the course, so it's not worth going into detail about. What is worth an in-depth analysis is the next controversy. About a year ago, a video appeared out of nowhere accusing Will of going to Thailand for the purpose of drug trafficking and sex tourism.
Videos about downfalls, creeps, and predators. This is internet anarchist, but the real internet anarchist might be a creep, drug trafficker, and sex peddler himself.
Now, I don't know about you, but if a dude told me that he went to Thailand at all, then I'd pretty much immediately assume that he's a creep who went over there just to take advantage of sex trafficking victims and possibly kids. But that's just my personal perspective on it. Is there actually more nuance to this situation than my own knee-jerk reaction? How does this hit piece accusing a man of actual sex crimes fare? Find out on today's episode of Review.
What? Wait, okay, so he's blurred the word rape every single time, but then he's making this edit with like prolific rapists that where Alex Jones just says rape over and over again. Okay.
It's because he's using it in here.
Always careful.
Alright, this was cool the first bit, but it's overstaying its welcome a little bit.
Yeah, so that
What was
shit.
Ciney at
It was
the
so bad
bottom
and easy to
corner?
shit on that the creator deleted it along with his entire channel only 2 days later. It only got any attention at all because this bloodthirsty retard kept spamming his own video all over Reddit and Discord while talking about how he's going to epically expose another big YouTuber soon. He was a clout goblin who just wanted the satisfaction of destroying people. That being said, that doesn't mean there was no interesting information that was gleaned from his findings, because Will confirmed that the Discord user in the provided screenshots was him, and that all of those messages were real, although some were taken out of context. He also showed up on stream for an interview with Chud Logic, who was probably the person who was most critical of him throughout this whole situation. So as I said earlier, if someone told me they...
What? Chud was critical of IA for going to an Asian country for potential.
I'm pretty sure
Ooh,
Internet Anarchist called
Chud.
into Chud's stream.
Chud, what do you mean you were the most... Chud Vietnam trip. Chud Gok experience. Chud.
Well, yeah, but different.
Can we? It's different because it's Chud. You're right.
went to Thailand, I'd probably
No,
just
it's
assume they
different
went there for sex
because Thailand is
tourism.
different than Vietnam.
I mean, both are prolifically known for sex tourism, but
But that mostly comes from my view on it as an American. Australia is right under...
what the fuck is
I'd
this?
probably just assume they went there for sex tourism. But that mostly comes from my view on it as an American.
Is he just aura farming now?
Hopefully.
Is that what's going on?
Australia is right under Southeast Asia, and Will's claim is that he moved there for the sake of living expenses, which in my opinion is totally plausible, because a lot of Southeast Asia is cheap. If it's not far from your own country and cheap, why not? It's a lot less suspicious than an American going all the way to Southeast Asia and then specifically to Thailand. One of this guy's first claims in this shitty video is an attempt to make Will look like a creep by saying he was using a Thai dating website before even getting there. But if
There was a Thailand Discord server drama? What does that even mean?
You're not going to be able to talk for a
What
week,
you don't
okay?
know about any of
I'd like to
this?
request, We Don't Even Really Care by Sloshy as a derail.
We Don't Even Really Care by Sloshy? Okay, sure. Thanks for the 10.
Yeah, so but
I'm
are you
surprised-
unaware of
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't
go
know
ahead.
about any of this.
Go ahead and give me a TLDR while I'm pulling up this derail.
Okay, in the Anarchist last year, when that video dropped, he was exposed to being in this weird Thailand Discord server. There was lots of inappropriate conversations happening in there. That's the gist of it. A lot of it was bullshit. A lot of it relied on the fact of internet anarchists seeing specific messages, right? But there were so many messages in there, and there were lots of active people that you couldn't actually pin that down and prove it. The video was crap, but the actual Thailand experience and everything that was going on behind Internet Anarchist was up for debate. Internet Anarchist eventually ended up calling it a Chud, and they had a discussion about it. It was a big thing, I want to say January of last year. I think it was January, February last year. It was right at the beginning of the year.
Okay, so it wasn't just about the fact that, there's epic Gok drama.
No, I think Chud did like a 9-hour stream. It was like all day.
Jesus. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's this derail.
But no, the video was really shit.
We don't really even care. We don't really even care. We don't even really care about you. We don't even really care. We don't really even care.
This could be applied to so many people.
Get out of my backyard, or maybe don't. Cause I'm about to watch a movie. Oh, we don't really even care. We don't even really care. We don't really even care. We don't even really care about you. About you.
Thank you for that beautiful derail. So Tyrone is saying that the Discord mod from the Thailand server that Chud mentioned or interviewed is funny because he called in with an Apple Vision, and at one point the Apple Vision glitched and he had a floating head.
Yeah, it was really funny. I
Sounds
called in
awesome.
as well. It was great. Yeah, it was peak.
Wow. Okay.
But if he was planning to move there anyway, as a virile 18 or 19-year-old, I see no problem with checking out the local
What
women.
the
That's normal.
fuck are you? A virile 18 and 19-year-old?
Yeah.
Are we for real?
behavior, though, you might want to watch out on a Thai dating website, since who knows how many of those women are actually women. What isn't normal behavior is a lot of what comes next. We'll talk on Discord about going to a ping pong show, and watching a woman stuff live animals and razor blades inside of her vagina, going into a massage parlor, and going to Pattaya, which is a big hot spot for sex trafficking and child exploitation globally. Reminder, he did verify that these are his messages, and they're very likely could be even more incriminating messages. But when he realized that people started to take notice, he began deleting everything, which he explained away by saying he shared some personal information and was afraid of it getting out, which is plausible. In his interview with Chud Logic, he explained that he did indeed.
Is it? What is more plausible, that he shared personal information or that he was embarrassed?
He'd go to the ping pong show, but he was let in off the streets without knowing exactly what he was getting into. I don't know about you guys, but I never accidentally walked into a show like that. He also added that he was with his girlfriend, which was not mentioned in the Discord caps. He said he stayed and watched for so long because it was so f***ed up that he just couldn't look away. To me, this just doesn't sound right. Did your girlfriend also just sit there and watch without asking if you guys could leave? How long was this show that you just sat there in shock and watched? I know everyone reacts to things differently, but I feel like most people would just get up and leave after realizing they were watching a woman, who was most likely a sex trafficked victim by the way, engage in sex acts with animals. But Will stayed until the animal stuff was over. I just don't think the details here add up. And it sounds really bad. The next thing is him going into a massage parlor. Will told Chud Logic that he did indeed go into a massage parlor, but he just got a massage and did not get a happy ending. Listen, there really is no evidence that he got a happy ending, but I really don't think his girlfriend would appreciate him going into them at all, because we all know exactly what goes down in those places. Again, I can't say if he did anything, but if you know, you know. And this wouldn't matter at all if not for the sex trafficking that goes on in Thailand, especially Pattaya, where the screenshot said he flew to. While talking to Chud Logic, Will said that if he wanted to engage in sex tourism, then he would have just moved to Bangkok or Pattaya, but here he's saying he went to Pattaya. Listen, you might not be a sex pest for moving from Australia to Thailand, but what else could you possibly be going to Pattaya for? I've never been to Thailand, and all of my info on Pattaya comes from the internet, so maybe I could be off base and out of touch. But a guy from the Thailand Discord Will was in said all of the
This is awesome.
sex stuff and talk about underage girls came from a Pattaya subreddit in a talk with Chud Logic, and Will himself said it
Dude, this guy's awesome.
was a place he would go if he was a sex pat. So it's not looking good. But this whole thing was easy to write off because the person who made the original exposed video was a loser who quickly deleted the video, and nothing else ever came out. The information I just relayed to you is all we have, and no matter how bad it looks, there's nothing concrete to go on without conjecture, and conjecture can't really carry a story too far unless you're the Kino Casino.
Whoa, buddy!
To cap this section off and to cover my own ass legally, I just want to say that despite what I see as extremely suspicious behavior and actions, I am not saying that Internet Anarchist solicited any prostitutes, or intentionally engaged in any sex crimes, but he did do a lot of weed in places you're not supposed to do weed, and honestly, I think that's pretty hardcore and epic. Now for the thing that prompted this.
No comment.
Entire video, and the thing you've been waiting for, his plagiarism. 2 years ago, H-Bomber Guy, the smuggest douchebag on the entire website, made a big plagiarism expose. His lefty audience liked it so much that for the next
Dude, at least we agree about one thing.
couple of months, they ran around accusing as many people of plagiarism.
That video was like that video was a butterfly effect for some of the worst things to ever happen.
As possible, making general discourse over plagiarism unbearable, to the point where you couldn't take the word seriously anymore. I almost want to say that plagiarism is based because of how annoying people were being about it for so long, and I've engaged in plagiarism in my time as well. You know my last video on Cruel World Happy Mind? That was actually entirely plagiarized from Nicholas Diorio. Every offensive joke, every unhinged statement in that video, all stolen straight from Nicholas Diorio, who was the true Shaboshkoy all along. Seriously though, some time has passed since then, and I'm ready to start talking about plagiarism accusations seriously again, because this time, they might possibly be coming from H-Bomber Guy's strongest soldier. This is Mr. Snowflake. He's an Irishman, with all the luck that comes with being that nationality, because he just by chance found more than just a couple similarities between two different videos when watching James Corden documentaries. One by Tell Us More, and another made by Internet Anarchist just a couple of months later. Mr. Snowflake points out the following things about Internet Anarchist documentary compared to Tell Us More's. It covers the exact same information with slight rewording. It follows the same timeline with the same structure. It is edited in a very similar way. He often plays the same clips after the same setup information. Both videos use the uncommon and unique term digital dominance when talking about the same thing. And he will do certain things in his video in reverse order to Tell Us More's video in attempt to hide what he's doing. There's more to Mr. Snowflake's video, like pointing out hypocrisy on the part of Internet Anarchist, and a few other things, but if you want to know more about that, then I recommend just watching the original video series after you finish my video. We're just going to stick to the plagiarism. And yes, I did say series because there's more. But first, I want to ask you something. Given what you've seen so far, what do you think? Could this just be a coincidence? I mean, their documentaries do cover the same person, and the format of Rise and Fall is kind of common. Was this just a case of parallel thinking, and editing, and vocabulary? Let's be extra charitable for now and say it was, just to see how long it takes to break that illusion. So after the video dropped,
as usual, Jar, what the fuck is this music, man?
Internet Anarchist created this community
really taking me out.
Post. In regards to the James Corden video, a few months ago, I began expanding my writing team so we could produce more consistent and exciting documentaries for everyone who supports the channel. Until then, this had been a two-person operation. With the increased volume, my review process fell short. While I checked scripts, structure, pacing, story flow, and overall consistency, I failed to properly cross-check the similarities with existing videos. That oversight is entirely on me, and I take full responsibility for it. Based on our internal review, this issue was isolated to a single upload, the James Corden video. As soon as I became aware of it, I removed the team member involved, unlisted the video, and began revising our
unlisted the video. Okay.
Internal review process to ensure this doesn't happen again. again, I also want to be clear that while a former team member was involved, the responsibility ultimately rests with me. I take full accountability for what happened and am adjusting our review standards to ensure every upload meets a higher bar moving forward. As a result, our upload schedule may change. However, I believe it's better to slow down and produce consistently original, high-quality work than to prioritize volume. I want to be clear about where I stand. I believe in calling out plagiarism on YouTube, not participating in it, to take further accountability. I will also be sharing the revenue from that video with the original creator whose work was copied, who I have already reached out to privately. Update: the original creator,
Tell Us More has accepted my apology.
Moore has accepted my apology and is receiving 100% of the revenue generated from the James Corden video. The video remains unlisted, but if you can check out Tell Us More's video here, I'm grateful this could be resolved directly and fairly, and I'm moving forward from here.
Sounds plausible, right? He worked with a writer, and I guess the editor also decided to plagiarize as well. He got rid of them and made it right with the content creator. Good, right? But then a second plane hit the towers. After making a second video responding to Internet Anarchist apology, he made a third video exposing him for even more plagiarized content. Multiple videos from Tell Us More and Ryan Pictures. And one more video from Justical dating all the way back to September 2023, a time where Internet Anarchist claimed he was still writing his own videos. In Mr. Snowflake's first video, I thought it was possible that it was actually a writer who was plagiarizing these videos, because he was getting words wrong. And that tends to happen if someone else is writing your videos for you. But, it's starting to look like the other person he was talking about working with is actually ChatGPT. Listen, duder, you couldn't fool your English teacher. You couldn't...
Duder? Did he just say duder?
Well, look, I'm just going to say, because I spoke to Internet Anarchist about this, and he showed me all the evidence he has, Jar is categorically wrong here.
How so?
I can't, like, he won't, because without the proof, there's just my word, right?
Sure. But so
I could
but does anybody else know that it's wrong?
Yep. Ace, Soggy Cereal, a couple other people.
No. But what I'm saying is, why didn't he make this public?
Like in a public setting.
Why didn't he make this public?
Well, that's what we had a conversation about. I told him he needs to make this public, but he got told by bigger content creators to keep to shut up and keep making his content. That was the advice that he was given, and I said, okay, well. Right, that's something that you could do, like SynniBear03 did, and realistically it's not going to harm your channel, but, I mean, people are going around calling you a plagiarist. In the long run, this is going to affect your credibility.
Right, I feel like realistically it is going to harm his channel.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? Maybe not the views, right, from the general audience, because I don't give a shit, but genuine, like, from people he talks to and other people. But bigger content creators told him not to talk about it. He said that he might, but this was months ago. This was when it originally happened. And he hasn't dropped a response since. So I can't particularly see him doing one. But he had loads of conversations with people behind the scenes who were interested in making a video and reached out to get comment from them. But he just won't come out and say anything, which is, again, really annoying.
It's such an
odd... He has
receipts.
He has so many receipts that proves that whilst he was retarded for that community tab, right, and took the word of the people, that he was inherently fucked over by them. He's got proof of it all. So I don't know why he doesn't come out.
What a weird...
It's really frustrating.
That is such an odd thing to do. Like, if you have the if you have the available option to potentially, show that you're not, like, guilty of something you're being accused of, I just don't understand.
Well, his mentality was that, like, oh, I've made enough videos on downfalls to know the second response, or the response is where it makes it 10 times worse, so he's not going to do it.
What?
It's like...
Not if you have
it doesn't make
receipts.
any sense.
With the second response video, that's usually where people don't have any receipts and they're just ranting, and that's why it makes it 10 times worse. Not when you come back with all of the receipts and you fucking own. That's when it's good. Like, I don't get that at all. Okay.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I don't know why he doesn't come out. Like, when I say he's got receipts, I mean, me and him had a conversation for like 2.5 hours of just him showing me stuff. I mean, he's got plenty to prove that whilst, again, the community tab thing was retarded and he jumped to, like, conclusions in making that, right, and the wording and everything, that ultimately he did get fucked over. And the thing that he is responsible for is the community tab, lying in that community tab, right, that ultimately fucked himself over. But everything else, he's got proof for to back up his side of the story.
I've also seen, like, all the receipts and stuff like that and been given similar answers to Sam, so I can definitely corroborate that.
You're just
I know it's annoying, it's not public information, right?
Well,
but...
it just lets retards, like, essentially run with narratives. Like, I just don't understand. I would never let that happen. I just don't get it.
Well, again, I think it's because he's in the documentary community, right, where they all have that SynniBear03 mindset of, like, don't respond to drama, don't respond to it. So he's not going to respond to it. Which is stupid. So stupid.
Look, it makes sense when it's drama unrelated to your content. Like, when it's like maybe some of the parts with the Thailand stuff,
probably would have been smart not to respond to. But like when it's inherently drama about your content and you're operating out of the drama sphere, it's probably better to respond to it so that people, because people, you know, the average viewer looks at IA and they're like, I don't want to watch this because this is probably, I could just find this information from a different YouTuber and it's probably not going to be plagiarized. That's like their whole thing, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, especially when it shoots your credibility as a content creator. Again, when I tried telling him this as well, when you got no personality, well, his videos are like everything, right? He doesn't do anything outside of those pieces of content. And you have noticed when you go on his channel a lack of views, right?
I was
like
about
a
to say
decrease in viewership.
I was about to say he has like taken a serious hit. Like
certain videos do better than others, but like the majority is like 200,000, 100,000, which is so far below what he used to get.
Right. Like, I mean, compare this to, when did the drama start?
It was well after the parlor video.
It was after the parlor video?
Yeah, it was CoffeeZilla was one of his first, right?
For the drama to start?
Yeah, and that or after it kicked off, and then that's where he took a hit. And look, outside of occasional Mr. Beast one, look, if you scroll up, Mr. Beast, well, they've done well. Lucari, because that was trending. But Logan Paul, which CoffeeZilla ones in the past have done really well for him, less than 200,000. A Bevo one, the weird guy with teeth, that's something that would have done well from before. Shane Dawson, something that would have done well from before. And I mean, his most recent one, again, I mean, it would have definitely got at least 200, 300,000 views.
Right.
So he has taken a hit, a huge hit. So I don't know why he doesn't come out and respond. I mean, I tried convincing him for like 30 minutes too, and he said he might.
Dude, whoever's talking to him behind the scenes is fucking him. I'll tell you that.
It's other documentary content creators. Who have the same initiative and mindset as SynniBear03. But that ultimately fucks SynniBear03 as well. Not responding. I mean, it worked for a while, but I mean, his credibility was shot.
Yeah.
Like, no one was like looking at him as like a self-respecting guy. The general audience still watched him, but he was an absolute laughingstock. After that Chris Tyson video, before everyone like, you know, switched up after all this stuff about Chris Tyson came out, he was fucked. I mean, I would think that when your whole thing is videos and you've got no personality, you might want to correct the record when someone's coming after your content.
Right.
But no, apparently not.
Weird.
Fool the TF2 community, and you couldn't fool the drama/lol cow sphere for very long either, especially since you only waited a couple of months after an upload before stealing it. I'd say I was surprised that it took this long considering how critical of everyone that community tends to be. But nobody watches your videos except for normies. It took Mr. Snowflake stumbling upon your videos by accident while he was looking up documentaries on a celebrity for someone with an actual brain to find your content. I'm going to leave out the part where Mr. Snowflake talks about the internet anarchist, blatant hypocrisy, and calling out other plagiarists, and talking about how much he hates plagiarism because this video is already too long. And Mr. Snowflake did a much better job than I ever could. Go watch his video, but also, please watch his videos on the Del Rey Misfits. Those guys are some of the most unhinged weirdos on the entire internet, yet nobody ever talks about them. They are so fucking underrated, it's insane. His doc series on them is great. It's sick. It's piss. It's revolting. It's insulting. Go fucking watch it right now. To wrap this segment up, I wanted to point out a Reddit post that was found by Kiwi Farms user Dwarf Lord.
Hello, my name is Captain Dickhead. Sometimes I like to piss my pants in public places and just walk around until somebody calls the police. I will be your narrator for this evening. Thank you for having me. My wife left me 3 days ago and took the kids because I am addicted to midget porn. Without further delay,
What?
I will now read the Reddit post after Mr. Snowflake's follow-up video.
I don't want to hear this. I don't like this narrator. This is a terrible narrator. After Mr. Snowflake's follow-up video, I decided to do some digging to myself. A video that always struck me as odd was IA's Little Big Planet video. I searched Little Big Planet Downfall, and one of the videos appeared above IA's called Little Big Planet Die by creator Robocast Q, which was posted a little bit of over a month before IA's. I watched them both and I was stunned. IA's video is half the length but covers the exact content that Robocast does in the exact same order with the exact same statistics with extremely similar wording, and even buries the same lead with the foreshadowing of the LBP's website shutdown. What floored me was that when it was pointed out, I even used a comment from Robocast comment section at the end of the video with 0 shout out or credit. This is the one and only video I've looked into and it's plagiarized. Even with the other 6 videos that Mr. Snowflake discovered, I think that this is only beginning to scratch the surface here.
exact content.
Oh my god, shut up!
Covered.
Accurate. The description, I wouldn't include this without verifying it for myself. It is Reddit after all, but I'd say this post is pretty accurate. The description of Internet Anarchist video calls this a passion project, but like, if you needed to write an essay on Little Big Planet without knowing shit about it, and wanted to be lazy as possible by only using one single video as a source, this is what you would produce. It's not one-to-one like the others are, but there is nothing in Internet Anarchist video that you wouldn't find in Robocast video. The more I think about it, the more funny it is that he wasn't caught right away, because everything stolen was actually from bigger channels that pull in a lot of views. But because they all make the same video with the same style of editing and the same kind of monotone voice, no one could even tell the difference. You should have just kept on making videos glazing Charlie, Will. You should have made Sperm Theory 2, How Crinkle's Balls Taste. So what are the latest updates on this story? Well, Internet Anarchist is deleting a bunch of his videos, which are losing him millions of views. In my personal opinion, he should be keeping them up, so that people he wronged can keep an inventory of how much he owes them. This just comes off like he's trying to hide exactly how much he steals, and avoid paying out all the revenue from those videos to the creators. Since he already set the precedent of that being the way he deals with these situations, who knows how much more this dude has stolen from people? It's still kind of a developing story, but despite the negative attention, his channel still seems to be doing fine, most likely due to his viewer base of normies, who don't give a shit about any of this. Just know that if you have been plagiarized by Internet Anarchist, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Also, you should make a video or something. So it's time to summarize all the information I shared with you. Will is a fucking retard. That is all. Roll the credits.
Awesome.
Okay, for real this time. Will became hated in the TF2 community for being a bitch and copying other people's shit.
What are we doing?
He destroyed his Wamo channel by making a shitty hit piece on some dude who is obsessed with Asuka from Evangelion. Then ironically ran away after being sent CP by French hippies, who of course just so happened to have that on hand. Because hippies and CP go together like bananas and mayonnaise. The Internet Anarchist channel was created, but quickly Will fell back into his old behaviors by trying to cancel someone for clout. It's ambiguous if it succeeded, but he still got blown the fuck out by someone a million times funnier and more charismatic than he could ever hope to be. He moved to Thailand and definitely did not fuck a man pretending to be a woman or any victims of sex trafficking, though he was still forced to endure a humiliation ritual for sussy messages on Discord after a gay retard did exactly what he used to do and attempted to cancel him with bad research and flimsy accusations. Will decided that if he couldn't be Mr. Steal Yo Girl because he was too boring and autistic for white women to sleep with him, he would become Mr. Steal Yo Content instead. It took a long time, but he was finally exposed by an Irish Chad, yet still hasn't seen any kind of major downfall. Now he just sits in his room lonely, walls plasters with pictures of Voice Critical. His dick is out but flaccid, having developed ED from cooning to Critical too much. He looks sadly across the room where a rope is slung over his nightstand. He approaches it with a dead stare, contemplating his fate before uttering, "Not today, old friend." So I wanted to end this video with a final question. Why the f did you watch this whole thing? I mean, seriously, this dude is one of the most boring motherfuckers you could possibly make a documentary on. I hyped this video up with a thumbnail calling him Internet Antichrist, but that's just because I thought it would be funny. What did he actually do? I peppered this video with jokes, but at the end of the day, there's really nothing all that interesting here. He was a retarded kid, like all kids are. He made some boring videos that one dude gave a f enough about to actually make an entire response. He couldn't even be a sex tourist, right? Like, I thought I might be onto something during the research process with that.
This is over. He's literally just summarizing it again and again and again and again and again and again. Like, I don't understand what this last section is. It is literally just him saying the same thing that he said. Like,
he's literally shaming you for watching the video.
Like, yeah, he's like, by the way, the thing that I just said 2 minutes ago, this is also what I said. And by the way, the thing I just said 30 seconds ago, I'm going to say it again. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, God. Jar, why do you do this, man? After being banished from the Team Fortress... Wait, Whammo returned? What? Oh, okay. Like, this pinned comment is literally just another summarization. Okay, gotcha. Makes sense. All right, so for our last segment of the night, we've got harmful opinions here. We're going to talk a little bit more about this. Okay. So new stuff has come out on the Taku Discord stuff. We're going to go into the receipts with it in a little bit more detail in a second. But this is what we got. So yeah, let me show you this.
In his defense of himself against Nicandros' latest video, go watch it if you haven't, Taku claims that his Patreon Discord was 18+.
Obviously, that's disgusting and horrible. However, it was an 18+ server.
He says he doesn't understand how a minor even got into the server.
So, look, man, I don't know how a minor even got into this Discord server.
And he says he simply didn't know about it.
Oh, and chill. Hey, guys, if you're liking the content, feel free to leave a like. And also, feel free to donate. We're one donation away from our donable. Thank you.
A person in there declaring that they were a minor.
On day one, they openly declared themselves to be 14 years old.
I didn't know about this.
I guess he didn't notice in this conversation either, where he messaged a minute
I didn't know about this.
On either side of someone telling him
So
there's a minor.
raped.
He had a temporary fit of blindness and didn't realize there was someone under 18 in his 18+ server, as he's now told us it was.
It was an 18+ server.
To be clear, as you will have seen in my last video, my position is that that's a lie. If I'm wrong, and that is true though, things get worse. That would mean it's wrong and weird for someone under 18 to be there at all, right? He says it's an 18+ server. If that's true, Nux, that it was 18+, then you should know there was a 29-year-old man in there, now pushing 40, who certainly would have known that. This person also knew there were a lot of minors in there, and he would talk to them about their ages. I need to find someone cute like Nezuko, IRL. You mean a 15-year-old? Police sirens in the distance. Hey, I just turned 16, so the police can F off. Such tiny lads in this server, I keep forgetting. Tiny lads. Besides being an insanely creepy thing to say about minors in an 18+ server, that's plural. Over the years, many users would state themselves to be under 18. Later, this particular person's age comes up again. How old are you, Dante? The man we're talking about says, too young. I'm legal. Didn't you say 16? It seems that our guy has a history of trouble with this sort of thing. He can be seen in there talking about how he had to manually delete over 1,000 comments in a server. Why'd you delete all your posts? So I don't leave anything I could regret later.
Hello? Hello? In that context, what the fuck does that mean?
Especially since one friend there had made us all think she was 18. Well, actually, you...
Oh! Oh! No! What the fuck?
You need to subtract 4 years. Not a problem in this server though, is it? Even though Nux says it's 18+. Oof. So she was 14 pretending to be 18? Yes. Sounds like she just thought she'd get ignored for being young. But I also have no idea. I don't know her. I know why she did it, but still deleted all interactions I could find. That's just...
Why would you say it like that? Why would you say it so, like, sussy and, like... Oh, God, I hate this. I know why she did it. Refuses to elaborate. Okay, awesome.
No-go. So there was a 29, 30-year-old in Nux's server back then who would directly chat with minors about their age on a server Nux says was 18+.
It was an 18+ server.
He'd talk in the server about his need to scrub interactions with kids, just in case. She tricked me, guys, so now I've got to hide everything. And do you think Nux did anything about this guy? Well, the answer is yes. Yes, he did. He made him a mod. The guy we've been talking about goes by My Dude in the Patreon Discord, and you can see here that his username is Masterdono. In Nux Taku's public Discord, he goes by Madoop and is on the mod team. Apparently, he's Nux Taku's longest running mod, perhaps even first ever. If you've watched Nicandra's video, which you should, you may
This guy just assembled the Diddy Avengers when he was getting his mods. Awesome.
remember him as the guy who announced the closing of the Not Safe for Work channel on the public Discord. There are a bunch of reasons it was closed on this server, but a specific reason that catches the eye is underage billies claiming to be 18+ to access channels. Cool, that's a good reason to get rid of such a channel, but is that a value this guy really holds? Because a couple years prior, over in the Patreon Discord, it was brought to his attention.
Go to Inut's stream? If I get a derail, then sure.
That someone was posting in the Not Safe for Work channel who shouldn't be, specifically because she was under 18, which she stated elsewhere as well. My dude's response was to simply wash his hands of it. No responsibility, didn't ban this person, which I think is the obvious move. You don't mess around with that. So okay though, 2 years pass, he's wisened up. They removed the Not Safe for Work channel on the public Discord, in part because young viewers can sneak in. And what did he do with the Patreon Discord's Not Safe for Work channel, which has a history of that happening? Well, they continued to post in it and use it. So modding a guy who would talk to minors specifically about their age in your 18+ Patreon Discord,
it was an 18+ server.
It's pretty wild. But what if I told you this happened more than once? A user called Bex can be seen in 2019 in the Patreon Discord explaining sexuality to a 16-year-old. That's pansexual or bisexual. Means you have many partners, basically. Yeah, I'm glad it does not mean that for my sake. Lol, okay, says Big League Chew. I don't know what it means. I'm only 16 and straight. Youngin, says Bex. Yeah, says Big League Chew. Bex would later become a moderator of the server. However, unlike my dude, she does not currently serve Nux as a mod because she left in 2020 when the server started getting more attention. And you can see her stating the need to find a replacement mod. For the avoidance of doubt, there are several messages of her talking about mod duties, and her making it crystal clear that Nux was the only admin in there. Does that name Bex look familiar, by the way? 12th of the 12th, 2018, 17 past midnight. Bex says, Nux, out of curiosity, how old are you? The same minute, Nux responds, 22. At 18 past midnight, someone states that there's a 15-year-old. That's Red, who was actually 14. At 19 past midnight, Nux dabs. Wow, he and a future mod of his
18+ server
saw that message together. 2 minutes after that, Bex is telling this kid how easily he could find her nudes. Someone tells Red to stop digging, and Bex says, what's he gonna find? A nice ass? Primo mod material on what we're told is an 18+ Discord. All of this, totally normal. It even has Tectone's seal of approval.
Like Nux Taku completely obliterated all the allegations that were thrown his way in the matter of 5 minutes. So that was always really fun. And the amount of people were like, you need to denounce Nux. You need to denounce Nux. I'm good, bro. I love Nux. Straight up. I don't care.
So just a quickie today I thought you'd find interesting, mostly about a guy who's currently serving on Nux's mod.
Okay. Babysitter Discord mod. I think that's covered in the Twitter stuff. Okay. So we've got all of this here. Listen, I'll watch the jar call if I get a derail. Otherwise, I've got this, okay? I'm sorry. I'm on a tight schedule. And I'm a Jew. Sorry. So, this is Gibbs. Gibbs from Kiwi Farms. Big shout out to Gibbs. Nux Taku, 18+ Discord server has been leaked. There are now 7 confirmed instances of minors stating that they are underage. Some of these minors were exposed to adult content. Here is a censored clause showing this. Each different color is for a different minor. So we got, not wanting a gay orgy is homophobic. Stop being afraid of gay people. I'm underage, dude. Oh shit, I apologize. Oh god. You were willing to send me the most fucking disgusting shit ever, even though I'm fit. So that's red that we've already talked about. How old are you? I'm 16, 17 soon. I'm 17. I don't know what it means. I'm 16 straight. Hey, I just turned 16, so the police can F off. I only know 2 people in the server younger than me. How old are you? 17. Great. Then we got minor red's age 14 story is the most tragic, already well documented. Minor green, orange, pink were briefly covered in video by Harmful Opinions that we just watched. There are some additional context with minor orange and pink that wasn't shown in the video. Orange, age 16, says that he is underage. Despite him clearly stating he's underage, the chat decides to talk about his sexual fantasies and kink with a minor present. Orange, what hints to people about your kinks? I want to guess it's surprisingly popular. He's not denying it. Surprisingly, it isn't. Vince likes cuties. Orange, I will devour your soul. Ha ha ha, I'm underage, pedo. Jari's talking about you. That's awesome, man. Hey, for $10, we can watch it right now. I'll be more and more Jewish every time someone asks. I don't care. He has a vampire kink.
Bro, Joel's raping you, bro. You want to switch topics.
Yeah, dude, he found out that I'm switching topics. Well, here's the question. Can I call into the Jar stream right now? Or can I call into this Jar conversation right now? That's the real question.
I mean, Jar runs immediately, right? Sure.
Right?
Surely.
All right, fine. If he's really talking about me, he's piqued my interest a little bit.
Such a Jew, bro.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So I need to get that knocked down.
Okay, I'll leave then.
Thank you, Joe.
No!
Talk to
No!
whoever that person.
No!
Thank you, Joe.
Wait, before I go, I have one more question.
Sure, Jar. What's your question, buddy?
I forgot what it was. Goodbye.
Bye, Jar. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna pull. Everyone say thank you, Jar. I didn't. I'm sorry, Ian. I didn't get to it. No. Impleton, God. He's God. Hey, okay, we'll talk to you in a minute. I will get Jar back in later. Well, I mean, you said the shout out Internet Anarchist video.
Oh yeah, my Internet Anarchist video.
Oh, he sounds so sad.
That's right.
Yeah, like I think it's the most original video on Internet Anarchist because it actually goes through things that no one else is covering. Everybody covers the normie shit, like how he
okay?
Did the whole plagiarism thing that Mr. Snowflake exposed. And while I do go over that, it's only very briefly at the end.
Okay. Yeah,
why does he sound like
he's?
Why is he 1 HP?
Segment, okay, and I'll let you know what I think. How's that sound?
Oh, thank you. That sounds great.
That's great, John. I'm happy I can make you happy.
Hurrah.
Yeah, what do you
What the fuck is this?
Think of the the stuff going on with Goat Cato and all that?
Goat Cato, like the stuff with her and Aiden Undergrounds.
Impleton, to make the concept, apparently Ant's now on the stream.
Yeah, I remember I was in in our group chat, like someone added Aiden Undergrounds briefly, and he joined a call while I was in there, and he said, "Hey, I've seen Ciney Jar, and she ain't that good looking." And I was just, and I just like looked at him, and I said, "You were going for Birdie's sloppy seconds. You realize that, right?"
True.
Yeah.
Hold up, Joe. You're
Birdie
cooking.
sloppy. Yeah, and I just think that's kind of odd that he went for Birdie's sloppy seconds. But there's no shame in being rejected by a woman. He shot his shot, and that was it. But when it comes to the whole thing with Goat Cato,
Guys, part of the reason I said I wouldn't do this, except for a derail, is I usually don't try to stream snipe smaller people.
Goat Cato
from with me.
I know
that
seems to be the only thing you care about here. So let's
that was
get
a
into
troll
it.
message. Okay, so I'm not gonna be saying things like that. But I think there is a criticism to be given to you about the same situation that you were trying to criticize Lio for.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Because again, the first thing, during the whole Cubite thing back in October, the stream I was just watching on Yin's channel, where she was watching one of your streams, where you're saying, you know, people have like the Lio sweeping disease, blah blah blah, because he did nothing. Why is no one like criticizing him for this? And my take on that, like seeing it because I saw it like 10 minutes ago, so it's a very fresh take. I think he's criticizable. Like, you should be criticized for the same things you're trying to criticize and cancel him over, or say that people are sweeping for him over. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Would you say that's correct?
I would. So my main frustration with like when I say like Lio sweeping, my main.
Oh my god, I don't give a fuck, dude. He's doing the same thing he's done 7 trillion times. Oh my god, get off the bike, Given Ant. Jesus Christ. God damn it, dude. I don't need to hear your fucking explanation, man. God damn, dude. You're never gonna change. Jesus Christ. Grow the fuck up. I thought you were getting off the internet, man. Come on. It's just fucking disappointing, man. Disappointing. Alright, let's finish up this segment. Alright. You know what? Honestly, here. Let me do something I don't usually do. We'll just go over this briefly tomorrow. I'm just gonna rage you in nuts. So come on, join. Yeah, I know, right? Listen, I'm just gonna rage you in nuts. I think that he's got some content here. All right, and
he does.
I really don't like. I really don't like stream sniping smaller streamers. I feel like it's a giant asshole thing to do. I remember it kind of sucked when people would do that to me when they were bigger than me, when I was just getting started. So I'm not going to do that to you guys. So I'm going to rate you guys into iNuts. I'm going to finish up, and I will cover this Nux stuff tomorrow. So guys, enjoy it. All right. Stick around so you go into iNuts, okay?